Hey guys, welcome to day 39 of playing Persona 4 Golden in real time. Now, if you've been a bit disappointed that some of the videos have been pretty short streams of just taking exams or just quick activities, don't worry, I think this one's going to be a long one. So, let's go ahead and get started and jump into it. So, here we are, we're going to be playing through May 19th, so getting synced up. So, heading to school.
Yo.
According to the weather report, we won't have to worry about the fog for a while. Let's keep cool like usual. We can save the day and still keep our skills sharp. Let's say that's a good plan. Yeah, it's not going to do anyone any good if we get anxious. Let's be sure to use the time we have until the next foggy day to our advantage so we can save him for sure. I mean, Yosuke is encouraging us to be patient, but, you know, I think we've got this. I think we'll do as much as we can today. Hey everyone, they posted the test results. That awful moment of truth. Oh well, wanna check it out? He decides to check the test results. Alright, let's see what we got here. I mean, I was doing pretty well on the questions, so hopefully my intelligence was high enough. You got the highest score. Alright, yeah, I'll take it. Whoa, you're a genius, you. That's awesome. I'm just as happy as if I'd get the highest grade myself. Wow, that was... Yeah, I guess doing good at your exams does increase your popularity. Your social link friends seem to be looking at you admiringly. You feel that you became closer to your school friends. Lunch break is almost over. You decide to return to class. Alright, pretty good start to the day. Hey, Yukun. We have practice day. You'll be there, right? Oh, I see. I get the highest score in the class and suddenly everyone wants to hang out with me. Will you spend the afternoon with the drama club? I'll go and decide later. Well, it's your choice, but make sure you don't forget what I've taught you. What will you do after school? I mean, first off, I think we need to follow up on Kanji's missing whereabouts. Hey, you going to practice? Ko looked kinda down, so take care of him. Maybe you should show up to basketball practice after school. I feel like this game just wants me to, like, abandon Kanji in the TV world, but... Alright, classes have ended for today. The fog will come after several days of rain. You must prepare to take action. But first, you need to gather information for Teddy. So, let's go ahead and save. I mean, I got the highest score in the class. Let's go ahead and lock that in. So, let's see if she has an update. Oh, hey you, listen. The confession, it worked. I can't believe it. I'm so happy. I'm glad I got a shoebox confused with yours. Oh, that's right. I need to give thanks at that Tatsume shrine. My wish came true. I'll make a big offering. You accomplished the request written on the EMA. The monetary offerings have been increased. You should report back to the Fox. Completed quest 7. I wish for love. Alright. Pretty good day all around so far. So, now that we've kind of taken care of things at school, let's go ahead. Yes, let's leave. And let's get to the Central Shopping District. Now, I want to upgrade my weapons, get some better gear before you go into another dungeon. But first, let's check out the Velvet Room. Something is different from usual. Yeah, you don't see Igor or Marie anywhere.
Oh, excuse me. Do you have any business here? As you can see, my master is currently away. If your errand isn't urgent, I regret to ask that you come back late.
I'm glad I'm not the only
No,
one
that
confused.
won't do. This room is bound tightly to your fate. Nothing here happens without a reason. There must be meaning in our meeting here alone. Welcome
Is she
to the
hitting on
Velvet
me?
Room. I am Margaret. I am the one who rules over power, invited here after my predecessor's sudden disappearance. You may be the first person who has ever been welcomed here by someone other than my master. The Velvet Room
I
is
think that's a
inseparable
yes.
from the heart of its invited guest. The shape of the room and its residents are selected by my master, based on the number of guests and their destiny. Shall we chat? I feel that is what I'm called to do.
A faint smile appeared on Margaret's face. Her eyes have a hint of gentleness in them, unlike her normal gaze. You feel a faint bond forming between you and Margaret. Alright, making good progress today. So, unlocked another social link. That one looks like a boat. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. It brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed when creating personas of the Empress Arcana. Alright, I don't know any personas that are of the Empress Arcana, but we'll see. You have established the Margaret social link of the Empress Arcana. You may earn an XP bonus when fusing personas of the Empress Arcana. It seems you have several social links already. Recurring meetings, recurring words. By deepening your understanding of one another, your bonds strengthen. But sometimes the heart is shaken more by a single action than 1,000 words. Do you understand? Let's say somewhat. Today's meeting might be classified as that single action. Okay, she seems a little disappointed now. I've decided. The strand of fate you follow, entangle me within it as well. Okay, coming on pretty strong. Perhaps a new bond will be spun. There is something I've wanted to know, and you are the first guest I welcomed here. In light of today's meeting with my master absent, I believe we are both special to one another. Margaret is smiling. I want to know more about you. First, I think I shall have you show me your rare persona ability. Let me see. Show me an Ippon Datara that knows Sukukajo. The heart is shaken more by a single action than by 1,000 words. Have you already forgotten? Then I have something to look forward to.
I wish you well.
Okay, I feel like this is a pretty unusual, like, flirting strategy. Like, if you met someone and you're like, oh, I think we got something here. Show me a golden doodle that can play dead. And it's like, that's what it takes. Alright, so Igor's back, but Marie's still missing. Something is different. Marie is nowhere to be found. Got another poem, at least. There's a piece of paper on the floor. Come to think of it, the last paper we found here belonged to Marie. Something is written on it in cute handwriting.
Seafoam, listen to my voice. My shouting, bellowing voice. Here I am, pouring my blood into my words, yelling at the very edge of the world. I am the little mermaid, unable to return. The little mermaid, faded to foam. The little mermaid.
This appears to be a poem. Her sense of poetry is difficult to comment on. What? Did you read it? You read it, didn't you?
I said no.
It's not like that. It's not a poem. Yeah. I'm yelling at the edge of the world that this is not a poem. I don't know what I'm saying. Words are just coming out. Stupid, I hate you, jerk. I can't believe this. Don't read my things. Marie blushes furiously. It would seem that Marie was the author of the poem you just read. But why was it on the floor? I don't get it. Marie sulkily returns to her seat. Alright, let's go ahead and... Well, I guess let's check on Marie, see what's up with her.
Huh?
Oh, you came? But you look busy right now. I can't ask you a favor now. Come back when you have time, okay? You're currently investigating. You should come back later. Let's check in with Margaret. Oh, hey, Moi, how's it going? I feel like seeing an Ippon Datara with the Sukukaja ability today. Ippon Datara is of the Hermit Arcana. I'm sure it will come in handy with the Sukukaja ability. And I'm sure its muscles will become stronger as well. I'm looking forward to it. Alright, let's go ahead, back out. Let's go ahead and fuse some personas. Let's go ahead and do the search so we don't have to test out every single possible combination. And sort by level. So let's see, level 15 is the highest we can get. And that's going to be an 8 and a 14 going into it. And this one is 7, 6, and 5. So I think that might be better. Titan would be 8, 9, 14. And then 6 and 14. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do Anzu with the level 5, the level 6, and level 7. Actually, what can we do with the level 14? 14 and 8. 14, 9, and 8. Okay, I think I'll make this Anzu and then this Titan. I think that'll be a pretty good start for a dungeon run. So let's go ahead and combine it. Let's see. With this guy, we'll have Wind, Enrage, and Alertness. So let's go ahead and combine it. Let's go ahead and toss Ice in there. And let's see. Decrease attack, hit evasion rate, increase allies attack. I guess let's go ahead and do decrease a foe's attack. You are ranked 2 in the corresponding social link. A small amount of power should be granted on its creation. Is this persona acceptable? I'd say so. Alright, so we got another persona. My name is Anzu. Together we shall walk this long and arduous road. The Hierophant social link infuses Anzu with power. Alright, that seems like a pretty good use of our personas. Anzu has leveled up. Magic has increased by 2, agility by 1. The persona Anzu has emerged from the sea of your soul. Alright, let's go. Well, I'm curious what this is. Queen Mab, level 25, so we can't fuse it, but, you know, good to know that it's down the road. So this has electricity to all foes. Physical to 1 with a chance of panic. Nullify stat penalties. Let's go ahead and fuse him. Let's go ahead, get Ice, Lightning. Oh wait, we already have Lightning to all enemies, so that may not be the most urgent one. Good now? Alright. Thank you for letting me know, by the way, Moy. I'll go ahead and fix that in editing so it's not, like, super apparent, and it's one continuous video instead of 2 separate streams. But let's go ahead. Hama should be useful. Sonic Punch, maybe. Muzzle Shot, similar thing. Let's go ahead, add healing, get rid of different stats effects, decrease the foe's attack, decrease foe's hit evasion rate, decrease foe's defense, increase allies' attack, allies' hit evasion rate, nullify stat bonuses, regenerate, Hama boost. Let's go ahead and do lower the enemy's defense. So yeah, let's do that one. And rank 4 in the corresponding social link, decent amount of power should be granted on its creation. Let's go ahead and fuse that. So yeah, those social links are starting to pay off now. So hopefully when we get into the dungeon, we won't be on our back foot from the get-go. Should be starting off a little stronger than we were. Alright. Titan, before you stands Titan. I'm the undefeatable one who swears loyalty to you. The strength social link infuses Titan with power. Seems like a good guy to have on our side. So another level up. Strength increased by 1, endurance, agility, and another level. Strength, endurance, agility, all by 1. And we learned dodge ice, so that seems like it might be helpful. I forgot to check what his weakness was, but either way. Persona Titan has emerged from the sea of your soul. Alright, I think that's pretty good for leveling up right now. Yeah, I don't want to fuse a level 16 persona into something weaker. Yeah, especially not 2 of them into 1. But let's go ahead and we'll leave the Velvet Room for now. Let's go ahead and upgrade our weapons. At Daidara, you can sell your materials to create new weapons and armor. Materials are useless just sitting in your inventory, so there's no reason not to sell them to Daidara. Have you come to see my art? Please look around. Take your time. So, first of all, let's go ahead and sell all the materials if there's no other use of them. So yeah, sell all materials. We'll get 13,060 yen. Will you sell all of your materials? Go ahead. Oh, that's a supple metal, isn't it? If you have that, I can... Wait just a moment, please. I apologize for the wait. It has helped me synergize my art and create this fantastic piece. 5 iron has been added to the list of items for sale. Oh, that's a black lamp, isn't it? If you have that, I can... Wait just a moment, please. So, sorry for the wait. New piece, longsword has been added. Light iron. Kunai has been added. Mustache fiber. Kevlar vest. Apparently all it takes to make a Kevlar vest is some mustache fiber. Feather strap has been added. Wonder cloth. So now we can buy a survival guard. And that's it for now. So let's go ahead and upgrade our items. My only concern is that because we have New Game Plus, we can buy like the strongest weapons in the game. Like, I don't think we should be able to upgrade from 42 attack to 302 right now. I mean, right before the second dungeon. But let's upgrade it a bit. You know, I'm not going to go all the way, but let's bring it up to 108. I feel like that seems decent. Like, I tried looking up what weapons are supposed to be available before you start the second dungeon, but it was not a convenient Google search. I felt like I'd have to look up a playthrough and see what they bought at that point in the game. But, you know, I think we'll go with this. That sounds reasonable. Not like too OP at least. So let's go ahead and equip it. And yeah, let's go ahead and sell the golf club. And for Yosuke, yeah, the kunai, not super powerful. Not exactly what I'm hoping for. Let's give him... Okay, the throwing kunai seems too powerful. Let's go with the Sentao. So it's a large knife used for cooking or bonsai. Let's go ahead and buy it. And equip it. And then, yeah, let's sell that monkey wrench. And for Chie, let's see. She's at 38. Let's get her up to 108. So yes, let's buy the hard boots. And sell her leather shoes. And then for Yukiko, yeah, 108 as well, plus 4 strength. A metal Ugi made for combat. So let's go ahead and buy that. And equip it, and then sell the old fan. And yeah, I know the armor's not looking too great right now, at least relatively. But let's go ahead and let's upgrade you and give him some strength. And I think we'll be able to heal everyone else. And yeah, let's sell that old t-shirt. Let's see if I have anything else to sell. Weapons, armor, accessories. Yeah, there's nothing too, like, worthwhile. We could sell a lot of these items to get money, but I think we're good for now. Let's go ahead, we'll leave. And then, let's see. Let's head over to June S and see if we can find that mysterious young boy. So June S department store. There he is. Is there something you need? Many people from the town come and meet here. It's a very convenient location, isn't it? Wasn't this the boy you met with Kanji some time ago? He may know something about Kanji. You're asking if anything seems strange when I spoke to Kanji-kun, yes? Very well. It seems to be an urgent matter, so I'll simply tell you. If you're asking about recent events, then yes, there was something out of the ordinary. It was something I felt when I was with him, so I told him outright that he seemed to be an odd person. After I said that, his expression changed all of a sudden. I was quite surprised. On that basis, I believe his actions were somewhat forced and unnatural throughout the time I was with him. He may have some sort of complex, though I have no proof of this. It seems Kanji has a complex or something of that nature. Kanji's purported reaction to the phrase odd person. Maybe this is enough of a clue for Teddy to go on. You should report to Teddy as soon as possible. If I was Teddy and that was like the clue that got me, I'd be like, I don't know what to do with this man. But we'll go ahead. We'll go... Oh, I guess I need to go back to the department store. Yeah. Need to get into that TV aisle. Gather everyone at the food court. Let's go ahead and get the team together.
Is everyone here?
And let's go ahead and confirm the situation. First Yukiko, now Kanji Tatsumi. Could it be that they aren't just involved in the case? Maybe it has something to do with our school too. Who knows? Just add to the pile of things we don't get. But man, that Kanji, it was total chaos on that show. He seemed like such a baddie before too. Anyway, we should concentrate on saving Kanji-kun before the fog appears, okay? Yeah, you're right. We gotta start from there. So let's go ahead and enter the TV.
Alright, let's brace ourselves.
Let's see if Kanji having a complex is enough for Teddy to identify him. Sensei, you're here. Any clues? Oh, you found some. Let's go ahead. Well, let's check in with the fox. In the end, he followed you all the way here. However, he seems not to mind the strange atmosphere. What's that weird thing with the red apron? Huh, Sensei's helper? Amazing. Sensei sure knows some neat people. Nice to meet you, Mr. Fox. Let's both do our best. Let's go ahead and I feel like asking for healing is going to cost money, and we should be at full health already. So let's just go ahead and pat its head. He doesn't seem too upset. The fox gave you soul drop. Let's go ahead and save. And then let's see if Teddy can track down Kanji.
Oh, you found out more about Kanji. Uh-huh. A complex. That's it? That's all I have to go on? You're working me to the stuffing.
See, that's kind of the reaction I was expecting to get.
Nose up real wide and sniff real hard. Oh, I think I found something. It feels like our target. Is this it? Follow me.
Alright, that may have actually worked. This does look like the location we needed to find. Should have just asked Teddy if he knew where the bad bathhouse was. It's awfully muggy.
Is it just me, or does the fog here seem kind of different?
More like steam, you would say.
Man, it's hot in here. This place is like a...
Okay, that music starting up in a place like this is not a good sign.
There's no need to be scared.
See, him telling me that I shouldn't be scared is just making me more scared.
Now just relax.
And again, I'm getting even less relaxed now.
Wait a sec. I don't want to go.
Is Kanji-kun really here, Teddy?
The nose knows.
I mean, if it rhymes, you can't argue with it.
I can already feel the sweat rolling down my back.
That's because it's so hot.
Kanji's location has been pinpointed, but all that's left is to rescue him. You should prepare yourself for the rescue mission. Seems a little odd that they're like, his location is pinpoint, we know exactly where he is. Somewhere in this dungeon. It's like, when I hear pinpoint, I think it's a little more accurate than that. No need to worry, this fog won't clear for a while. Evidence? I told you I don't know what that is. Is it tasty? I've made up my mind, you. We're definitely gonna save him. Yeah, it just was surprising to be like, remove him from the party. Be like, he's too dedicated to the cause. We need someone that's more laid back about it. I'm all set. We'll do it flawlessly this time too. Kanji-kun in a bathhouse? I wonder what that could mean. Alright, let's get in there. Be careful. This place is really steamy, so why do I feel a chill down my fuzzy spine? I think I caught a cold. My nose is totally useless too. Kanji-kun, where are you? Answer us. Alright. We're in another dungeon, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, I feel like I have a recollection.
To go first.
Let's see. I don't think we can analyze this. Yeah. I have a feeling that its weakness is wind. But I'm going to stay with Titan for now. And then get Yosuke to test that out for us. So let's do Garu. Alright, cool. And then Garu the other guy. And then we'll hit them with an all-out attack. And that should be able to... I don't know if it's going to finish the fight, but it should get us pretty close. Alright, yeah, that'll do it. So, shuffle time. Hopefully we get some good cards this time. So... okay. If I do this, I get half money and 2 more choices, but that's not going to be enough to actually... well... I guess I'll do it because then I can level up Titan, which is pretty good, and then also get this other persona that can be useful for fusing later on. The Card of the Sun Arcana. The money you gain from the battle has decreased. The Card of the Emperor Arcana. The Persona Titan's level will be increased. The Card of the Persona Yamatsu Shikome. You have welcomed Yamatsu Shikome into your heart. Alright, I feel like that's not too bad. Something inside of you has changed. Titan has leveled up. Strength increased by 1, luck by 2. Okay, she leveled up too, that's good. Strength, agility, luck, all increased by 1. And let's go ahead and check this. Purifying Salt. Let's go ahead and keep going. Now, I was wanting to test on my new weapons, but against rocks, I feel like any weapon is not going to be the most effective, but...
There are 2
with these guys, I'm getting the impression that it's fire, but I'll go ahead and just like test out a few different elements on them, and we'll get around to fire eventually. So yeah, let's go ahead and target the smaller guy. And well, we didn't test the physical attack, so we'll have her do that, and then fire. Let's go ahead and test that. Okay. Let's go ahead and let Yosuke do his thing. And then finish them off. So yeah, I feel like my memory of my first playthrough is a bit better than I was expecting it to be. I mean, I say that, I'm sure the next enemy we're gonna fight, I'm gonna be like, I can't remember what the weakness is, and try out like 5 different things. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And I'll go and take the XP. I've already had that persona before, so I'm not too eager to get it again. So increased XP. Okay, that was only like 20, not super impressive, but you know, I guess better than nothing. Let's see if we can get a sneaky strike on him.
I smell 3 enemies. Don't get
Okay, yeah, I think I called it because I do not remember these enemies' weakness. But let's go ahead and do lightning on all of them. Hopefully that does something. And if I just do a basic attack, how much is that going to do? Yeah, let's just go ahead and rush it then. There we go. I don't know their weaknesses, but I didn't need to. Let's go ahead, change one of these to a persona. Level 6, level 6. I guess let's take... I'll take Nata Taishi. Yeah, welcome Nata Taishi into your heart. Alright. I'd say it's going pretty smoothly so far, but we are on the first floor, so the enemies are going to be pretty weak to begin with. Alright, we found the stairs. Let's go ahead and clear out the rest of the floor before we move on. Okay, got another enemy over here. Alright, so their weakness is not lightning, but that's about all I know. So, just basic attack. Let's go ahead and test it and see if it's wind that's the weakness. Okay, they're resistant to that. Let's go ahead and give ice a shot. Okay, so it's ice. Good to know. Let's go ahead. I mean, yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and do ice on the other two. Increase their chances of shuffle time. And then all-out attack. So yeah, I think Kanji's in pretty good hands so far. You know, handling this pretty decently. So let's go ahead and do... Let's go ahead and get the chest key, because I know there's a chest that we can use this on right now, so will definitely be useful. Let's go ahead and open it. So we got 2 keys, so we got 1 more now. So we got disinfectant. Oh, another golden chest. Pretty good uses for our keys. So its weakness is fire. Okay, don't even need to do the weakness. Wow, okay. Yeah, leveling up our social links with our party members really paid off quickly. Alright, shuffle time. Let's see what we got. And still no way to get all of them. I mean, I guess let's go ahead and get another chest key. Another 100 XP. Let's go ahead and open it. Got a white feather, I think it said. And there's still a little bit of space that we haven't explored. So let's go ahead and keep going. Clear out, get full coverage of the map. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty long stream, and it's going to be a lot of fighting enemies in a dungeon, or in a bathhouse to be more specific, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask them, otherwise I'm just kind of going to ramble on while I play. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's do lightning. And then let's do... I feel like wind might be effective on the glove.
Someone else's turn.
And so it's strong against both of those. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's check the physical attacks if that's the weakness. Okay, I meant to tap A once, but I mean, that worked out okay. Okay, that did not work out as well.
That was cool, Yosuke!
Got some thick skin.
You can win this!
Let's see.
Just one enemy left!
I have a feeling fire is the tiger's weakness, but let's go ahead and try ice for now, and then see if fire is indeed the weakness. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and do all-out attack. Okay, that was not so great, but... So, shuffle time. Let's see if we can actually get all of these cards this time. So, change to a persona. Let's try that. And then change to Arcana. Yeah, I guess let's go ahead and level up our persona. So, Titans gain pretty OP pretty quickly. So, extra strength, agility, and luck. Oh, and we got Kill Rush. This persona cannot remember any more skills. Please choose one to forget. So, light physical damage to one foe 1 to 3 times. That seems pretty good. Okay, his weakness is indeed ice, so it's going to be good to have dodge ice on us. Which it does seem odd that he can use ice when that's his weakness, but I'm not gonna question it. So yeah, let's go ahead and replace the physical damage to one foe, the chance of panic, to 1 to 3 times light damage. Kill Rush has replaced Skullcracker. Alright. Another enemy. Okay, we know this guy, we just gotta use wind on him. So, I'm a big fan of movies, I see them pretty often, but this weekend, like, the big release is Fast X, and I'm like, I don't really feel the need to see that. Like, to be honest, I'm pretty behind on the series as a whole, but I feel like it's not gonna be too difficult to get caught up with the story, because it's like, Vin Diesel, he says family, they drive cars, they crash, and then the movie ends. It's like, alright, I think I can keep up with it. But let's go ahead. Let's lose a card. Oh, I forgot. We don't get to do anything else to gain action, so let's go ahead and take another chest key. The card of the Temperance Arcana. Obtained a chest key. So 60 XP, not a whole lot, but you know, it's something. It's progress. Got a life stone. Family. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I saw a trailer for the movie. Let's go to the next floor. And it's basically, we haven't come across this Kanji-kun yet. Oh yeah, Sensei, can I ask you something? Why is it so steamy here? Does that have something to do with Kanji-kun? I don't really get it. Do you know what it is, Sensei? I think I get the hints. I mean, I feel like I should be familiar with what a bathhouse is. Ah, that's my Sensei. Is there anything you don't know? So yeah, the Fast X trailer, it was like just a soundstage with the actors on it next to the car that they drive in the movie. And I thought it was like a teaser trailer. Like sometimes when you watch a trailer on YouTube, there'll be like a commercial. And they basically give you a 5-second trailer so that you get a trailer before you can skip the ad. That's the rest of the trailer. And say like that minute-long trailer. And I thought that's what it was. That was like, oh, this is a little like opening preview of the trailer. I was like, oh, it's going on pretty long. Like, they're showing a lot of the actors. And then it just has, like, a Fast X title card, and it goes, like, see it in theaters on this date. And then it cut to another trailer. I was like, oh, that was, like, the whole trailer. Like, you know what the Fast X series has, like, insane budgets. And they're like, get the actors on a soundstage, get a fast car next to them, we got a trailer. So this wrestler guy, this Hulk Hogan's giving us a bit of trouble since we don't know what his weakness is. And you know it's not going to be physical attacks because he definitely seems ready for those. But let's go ahead and open this door before we keep going. Alright, just a chest. I mean, seems worth... Oh my god, I jinxed it. I was like, I'm glad I opened that box before we got too far, but...
I know you can win.
Okay. Let's see, what haven't we tried? So fire, maybe light. I'm hoping it's not light, because there's so many enemies, it's going to take so much mana to do that against all of them. So let's go let's get Yukiko to try out her fire attack and see if that's it. Okay, not... Don't attack the person that might be able to save us. So... Okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and test it against one of them for now. Okay. That's disappointing. I guess we'll just all out, do a rush attack, and take them out eventually. But yeah, you know... Oh wait, shuffle time? Let's see... I'm just wanting to clear out all the cards at least once. So change this. Okay, I actually can get all of them now. There we go. Sweet bonus. Haven't gotten that in a while. All it cost us is half of our money. Alright. I would definitely rather take XP over money, so I think that's a fair trade. And then let's go ahead and heal up real fast. Let's go ahead, do skill, and then we'll have Yukiko heal everyone. Alright. Let's keep going. But yeah, the Fax Dex series, you know, I'm like, they're not like the pinnacle of cinema for me that it's like, this is what I'm gonna go on my way to see. Or I mean, like, I might. I'll have to wait and see. Oh, dang it. Let's get... Ah, dang it. I was hoping to get that glove guy. But, yeah, I mean, I feel like... I don't think they're like, oh, they're terrible movies, don't see them. I think they can be entertaining if you're like... If you're in the right mindset for it, and it's kind of feels like a movie that's like... If you're gonna see it, you might as well see it in theaters, so... Maybe it'll be worth seeing. It'll be like a good time, but... Unless I'm kind of hearing that this is like an exceptionally good Fast and Furious movie for the series, then I'm like, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass on it. Man, I thought that guy's weakness was win, but let's go ahead. We'll just do rush attacks for this one. So we got another shuffle time. We've got a sweet bonus at least, so hopefully we can keep it going. Let's see. I can do 1, 2... If I lose a card, then I'll have 3 left. Okay, so yeah, I think I can actually do... Let's go ahead and get her. And then pick one of these. Now, hopefully we lose the half XP and we can take the remaining one. Okay, that's not the way I want it to go, but you have to take a chance. Alright, got some money, but would have rather have not lost our XP. Another chest, let's go ahead and use a key. Alright. Still doing pretty well. Didn't take too much damage from that last fight. Let's see what's over here. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I'm a big fan of movies. I see them in theaters pretty often. I was trying to think like what movie I'm looking forward to that's coming up. But the thing is, I don't really, like, honestly, I don't know. And part of it is because I don't really keep track of release dates with movies, because like every Wednesday or so I'll like check what's playing that weekend. And then when I get to like see and be like, okay, this is what's playing on Saturday, I'll go see these movies. But until then, like I check every week, so it's like if I know it's coming out, that doesn't really make a difference to me, because like I'm gonna check it on Wednesday anyway. So when the big releases are coming out, I usually don't know until like a few days before I see it. But I mean, I kind of feel like that's okay with me, because then I kind of get a little bit of surprise that's like, oh, it's here, rather than like having to wait months for something to come out. But
Enemy reinforcements! Hurry and beat them!
okay, they're calling in more enemies, so that's not... We lost Kie? Okay. So yeah, the battle is definitely not going in our favor. Let's go ahead and use Maragai. Okay, that was none of the weakness. So let's go ahead and try lightning on all of them. Alright, I'm just gonna rush the rest of it. Yeah, I'm disappointed Chie didn't get to gain the XP. But let's go ahead and change. Well, let's go ahead and get the skill card and the key, and then get a persona from it. You saw the new Evil Dead, thought it was okay? Yeah. Evil Dead is like one of my favorite horror movie series, so I was like pretty excited for it. And we got Valkyrie. Okay, welcome to Entire Heart. Got a pretty decent amount of XP from that battle. Oh, we leveled up our actual character.
Another level for me.
And then Yosuke leveled up as well. Alright, let's heal up real fast. And then see what else this floor has in store for us. Okay. So yeah, I like the Evil Dead series a lot, and I've seen all of them. And I mean, the originals definitely have like a bit of a more like wacky, well, I guess Evil Dead Rise had a pretty wacky tone to it as well. But I've enjoyed like all of them. I mean, like I feel like Army of Darkness was a little bit of a too much of a screwball type of comedy for me. That it wasn't like, when I'm like thinking of the Evil Dead series, I'm not like, yeah, that's one that I really like savored the experience of. But I mean, for having so many movies in the series and for them to be as consistently good as they have been, gotta give props to it. But yeah, this one, Evil Dead Rise, I was like, yeah, like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the time watching it, and there were definitely some interesting scenes and like good gory moments. But yeah, you know, I feel like it wasn't like one of the top Evil Dead, or like, I think as far as the series as a whole is concerned, I think maybe it wasn't like as notable as some of the other ones. But still, you know, I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. But I will say that opening title card sequence where like the title card like rising above the mountains was pretty epic. So I feel like for that alone, I was like, okay, I'm glad I saw this movie. And yeah, I feel like the way I'm talking about is kind of like, oh, it's not great, like don't bother seeing it. But it's like I think it's pretty good. I think I enjoyed it more than most horror movies. But I think with the competition of the rest of the Evil Dead series, it's kind of hard to compete with. So I think in comparison to as an Evil Dead movie, I think it's a little bit not as memorable as some of the other films have been. But as a horror movie, it's like, yeah, pretty solid. Definitely a good one to see, or worthwhile to see, I would say. But let's go ahead and keep exploring this dungeon. Now, I just want to clear out, like, complete the map of every floor. I don't need to fight, like, every single enemy I see. I mean, unless they jump out of a box like that. So, I forgot to look into those, like, someone in the comments mentioned that there's some type of ball you can use against these enemies. And I forgot to look into that, but we got Kill Rush. So let's go ahead and hopefully that'll help us get a lot of damage on it before it runs away. And yeah, I mean, I guess let's go ahead and just keep using our... It's not really going to attack a whole lot, so let's burn through our health and get some damage in on him. Hopefully fire does something. No, it's pretty good. I get scared with that series, lol. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not for the squeamish. I always feel a little guilty when I leave the theater, because I'm like, man, that movie was so good. I enjoyed it so much, but it's kind of like... It kind of feels like you just watch people get tortured for an hour and a half, but I was like, man, it was so good, I loved it. And it's like, alright, you know. Obviously, I mean, it's a popular series, so it's like, it's got something going for it. But yeah, anytime there's a new Evil Dead movie, I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. Okay, this guy's not making it easy for us. Oh, I will say, though, that the Evil Dead Rise, I'm not going to give any spoilers or anything like that, especially since it's like a stream that if someone comes in to watch Persona 4 Golden and they get a movie spoiled, I'm like, yeah, that's not fair to them. But there were some like some subtle like homages to the previous movies. I was like, oh, nice, all right, I see what you're doing. So that was a nice little treat to see while watching it. But yeah, I'm trying to think, because I've seen quite a few movies recently. Well, I mean, the last 2 weeks I've been a little bit slower than usual. But... okay, I can get all of the cards this time. So, I'll take that sweet bonus. So yeah, we lost some money in the process, but that'll be alright. I'd say for whoa, we leveled up again? Oh yeah, because we just fought the oh, we actually won the fight against the glove. I got distracted talking about Evil Dead Rise. But yeah, I mean, everyone's leveling up. This is a pretty good run so far. Okay. I was a little disappointed when I got ambushed by a glove inside of a box, but I mean, since we actually defeated it, I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. That's definitely a worthwhile ambush. So let's go ahead and teleport to the next level. Whoa! I just got goosebumps. Something is on this floor, be careful. So yeah, I'm trying to think what other movies I've seen recently. So, I know I saw Beau is Afraid, which is the newest Ari Aster film, the writer-director of Hereditary and Midsommar. And I'm a little mixed about it, but overall, I think it's good. I'm glad I keep saying I'm glad I saw it, but it's like a movie could be terrible, but if it was like a director I liked, I'd be like, yeah, I'm glad I saw it because now I know what the movie is. But that's not necessarily a recommendation or like the highest praise for a film. Is that it's like, yes, I know what the movie is now. And it's like, alright, that doesn't really mean anything. But yeah, the thing is, I went into it completely blind. I was like, Ari Aster, I'm in. Joaquin Phoenix, I already told you I'm in, but thank you for, like, raising the offer. But yeah, I went into it, and it's a dark comedy. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything. But it being a dark comedy, I kind of, like, knew it was going to be, like, maybe a comedy, but it was also, like, even knowing that's a dark comedy, it's really weird. And so it's hard to like really process the movie as you're watching it, experiencing it in the theater. But I feel like it is a very confusing film that like there's no way you can predict what's gonna happen next and everything. And it's like that for the whole 2.5 hours. But after watching it, I was like, yeah, I mean it was pretty good, you know, but yeah, it was just like really confusing. And then after thinking about it, I was like, oh yeah, yeah, it's kind of absurd, but it's like it's kind of funny and stuff like that. And then after talking about it with my sister, I was like, oh yeah, I did like the movie. Oh yeah, it was a good movie. So I think you kind of have to sit with it a bit. I think it's definitely gonna be better on the second watch than the first one. Beau is Afraid. It's the Joaquin Phoenix Ari Aster movie. It's really weird. I don't expect it to be a blockbuster, like breaking ticket sales. But I'm glad that the movie exists, and I'm glad that I saw it. Let's go ahead. Yeah, this way we can get all of the cards, so another sweet bonus. So, yeah, it's the new movie from the writer-director of Hereditary and Midsommar. And that should tell you enough if that's it's going to be your thing or not. So, seeing in the theater, you know, first impressions, like, trying to keep up with it, and then just kind of, like, zigging every time you think it's gonna zag, was a bit much. Could it be Kanji-kun? Open the door and enter? Let's go ahead. But I think after sitting with it, processing, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
Kanji!
Oh, my, thank you for your undivided attention. At last, I've penetrated the facility. These images are coming to you live from inside.
Yeah, I don't like how he's saying that, but he knows how he's saying it, so if I complain about it, it's just gonna encourage him.
Could this hot fog be the cause? It's like steam rising from sweat. My body's tingling with excitement.
Oh, to be a fly on the wall during this recording session.
Crap, this is so wrong in so many ways.
I remember it being kind of like this on Yukiko's show, too. No, it wasn't like this. Those voices again. Wait, are they louder this time?
These voices. I was wondering whose they could be since it's only the victim in here. Is it the people watching outside?
You mean everybody who's watching the Midnight Channel? They're
reacting to the show? Yikes! If people are watching Kanji-kun now, he's gonna be a legend in a way he never intended.
Well, it's really his shadow, not him. But normal people won't know that.
I mean, I would hope people would see this and be like, yeah, this is how Kanji normally is. This must be him. I mean, especially if they're watching him on TV at midnight in this, like, mysterious bathhouse. I would hope that they would pick up on something being out of the ordinary.
Let's get going, damn it!
Oh, okay. It's like it's taken a while.
That was his other self. It's trying to reveal his hidden feelings. It seems much worse than that time with Yuki-chan's shadow. At this rate, it might end up getting bare naked.
Teddy with the comic
Bare
relief.
naked? Oh man.
Okay,
here
she's
it
gonna get
comes.
busted good on this one.
Was I supposed
Oh,
to
okay.
laugh?
Thank goodness. Such a whimsical song to play during Teddy's complete devastation. Got it, I'll try and check it out. Okay, I will preface, before you watch Beau is Afraid and be like, yeah, Leviatross recommended this. This is what he thinks is like classic high art film. If you're not generally into dark comedies, I don't think this one's gonna change your mind. Just because it is a bit of a...
5 enemies,
I
but we get
I
to
kind of
go
want to
first.
say acquired taste, but definitely, like, you kind of have to be in the mood for it, or, like, know what to expect, I guess is the way to say it. Like, if you've never seen a dark comedy, and this is the first one, I don't know if it's going to be, like, the best starting point for you. I think there's definitely some better starting points when it comes to this genre of film, but if you feel like you're open to it, and you're willing to, like, watch a movie, and if you didn't, like, really enjoy all of it, you're not going to be like, oh, I wasted my time. I think it's worth giving it a shot. But let's go ahead and take out the rest of these rocks. Just gotta blow them over.
Good one, Yosuke. You hit its weakness.
It's a shame. Wait, I feel like Yukiko's attack should be really effective against it, because she uses a fan that's made of paper. Okay,
Chie-chan's in rampage
yeah.
mode.
Chie just completely stole the spotlight with that move. So, yeah,
I couldn't do it.
let's see. I just need one more wind attack, but...
Couldn't quite beat it.
4 enemies.
Okay,
You gotta hang in.
now I can use one of my personas to get the wind attack and then finish them off. So yeah, let's go ahead and use Anzu. Haven't taken him for a spin yet.
It's down.
Alright, all-out attack. This should definitely save us some time. Not quite done. I mean, I guess let's go ahead, do wind again, and then that should finish this out. Okay, we can just... Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's take the skill card and then take another persona. Alright. So yeah, you know, I've been checking out the movies in theaters recently. I will say, even I'm a little bit surprised that even though I see a lot of movies in theaters, I really enjoy going out to see them. I don't tend to watch a lot of movies at home. And I mean, I think part of it is that I really enjoy the theater experience. I mean, like, not always having to deal with, like, people on their phones, potentially. Oh good, it's dungeon day, so I'm not too late. Yeah, this is, we're a bit into it, you know, we're about 45 minutes into the stream, but we still got plenty to go, so this is gonna be, if you want to get on board, this is the day to do it. Because you're not gonna be jumping in and then see me answer 2 multiple choice questions, and then call it for the day. But, you know, not every day is gonna be like this, which is a little bit of a relief for me, since I'm doing this 344 days in a row. But, you know, I feel like I've been having a bit more of a, like, been wanting to play Persona 4 Golden a bit more than the game has been offering me. So, you know, I'm up for it. It's a Friday, so it's not like, oh, I don't have time, I got work tomorrow or anything, so that's good. Alright, GA leveled up again.
Have I gotten a little stronger?
I mean, I guess when you do a dungeon and like fight enemies this quickly, you're gonna level up pretty consistently. I feel like there's an enemy in it, but let's open it anyway. Yep, called it.
I smell 4 enemies. Show them
Yeah,
your
these guys, let's
skills.
go ahead and just rush it. Let's see, I think their weakness is...
Guys,
Well, it may be Hama.
you gotta hang in there.
I guess let's test that out and see. Because I still don't know what their weakness is. I mean, honestly, I don't even know if they have one.
Use ice.
Oh, it's weak to
With your
ice?
eyes
How did I miss that? Alright, let's go ahead, just attack them for now, and then let GA
Escape pounded an enemy.
take out a few of them.
You knocked it down. Good idea, Yuki-chan.
Wow, Yukiko's killing it.
Here I go!
I feel a bit bad for that baby. Alright, we got that fight wrapped up and didn't even have to use any mana. So let's see what cards we got. Okay, I don't have sweet bonuses anymore, which is disappointing, but we'll go ahead and take that persona. So welcome to Archangel. Okay, we gotta set one of these guys free. Let's go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead and do level 2 Pixie, because it's Magician Arcana. We already have another Magician with Orobus. So yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of that one. Alright, not too bad. Okay, let's check the map. Alright, so we're gonna go straight for now. So, you know, there's a lot of downtime when you're doing a dungeon like this, a lot of time just walking around fighting the same enemies. So I was rambling a bit about movies. Do you have any favorite types of movies or any recent finds you've enjoyed, XE or Moy? Feel free.
Go for a first strike.
I've mostly just been rambling about what movies I've seen in the theater recently, so...
Just one enemy left.
Wait, what was it that I didn't test? Okay, yeah, let's do Wind. Let's see if that's the weakness.
It's not going down.
There! I can't defeat it! Someone finish it off!
Alright, not the best move that we could use right now, but Rampage, not too bad. We'll just heal up after this. Okay. Okay, I can get all of the cards from this one. So now we're back onto that clean sweep bonus. So yeah, I would have liked to keep that XP, but... I mean, it's one enemy, it's not too bad. I think for a sweep bonus, I think it's worth it. Now let's get Yukiko to heal everyone. And then let's keep going. Okay, found the stairs. Okay, this door's locked. So let's go around. It's a bit of a walk, but there's some areas on this floor that we haven't explored yet. So yeah, speaking of movies I've seen recently, I did watch the new Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And, I mean, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of the Marvel films in general. Like, I'll see them, just kind of, like, keep up with it. But they're not the movies that I'm, like, really eager to see. Like, some of them have been surprisingly good, but then some of them do feel a bit, like, formulaic or just kind of like, alright, it's another Marvel superhero movie. But I really like James Gunn in general, so I feel like, I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was one that I was, like, actually excited for. And, I mean, I am a bit of a fanboy for James Gunn in general, but I feel like that was definitely one of the best Marvel movies I've seen. And, I mean, I will say, I did feel, there were definitely times that I felt like the PG-13 rating and the Marvel movie, like, requirements kind of, like, held it back in some areas. Or, like, you can definitely tell that if James Gunn had full control of the movie, that scene would have been different. But still, really good. I enjoyed it. Like, I don't really like giving number ratings, because I feel like it makes it to where it's like, it simplifies it too much. That's like, you can't really compare two very different movies side by side. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of Resist Fear. Forgotten Resist Fear. But yeah, when it comes to Marvel movies, definitely one of the top, like, one of the best Marvel movies that I've seen. Like, in, like, period. I don't think it's something that's like, oh, if this phase, or like, you know, I don't think it, when you put it into a Marvel category, I don't think it needs any asterisks to, like, make it competitive. It's like, put it next to the original Iron Man, like, movies, any Marvel movie, and I think it's definitely one of the best ones I've seen. So let's get to Yosuke, and then we'll start spamming Garu. And then, Moi, I saw your message, and I was like, I'm glad you came with some content, but I was like, it's going to take me a minute to read that paragraph that you provided, which I'm very glad. It's a lot better than it's like, oh, I see all types of movies. But love a good documentary. War movies and horror are always good. Wes Anderson, David Fincher, Ridley Scott are some of my favorite directors. Yeah, I mean, Ridley Scott, the Alien series, one of my favorites. I almost feel like a little bit of an apologist for this series. That's like, when I was in high school, I bought the Alien Predator Total Destruction set. That was like, I'll have to count it up how many movies it was in total. But it's basically every Alien and Predator movie and Alien versus Predator movie that was out. And I was like, oh, awesome. Like, it's gonna, like, I'd never seen any of them before. So I was like, this is gonna be awesome. And I watched Alien, I was like, whoa, this is really good. And I saw Aliens, I was like, whoa, this is amazing. And I saw Alien 3, I was like, oh, cool. Another movie with aliens. I was like, oh yeah, Newt, I can't remember his name, Sergeant Paddock or something. I can't, you know, I'm kind of blanking on it at the moment. But I was like, oh, another movie, let's see what happens with them moving forward. And then it's like, the movie starts and it's like, oh, they died. It's like, wait, what? Yeah, they died. They died in their cryopod. And it's like, oh, but they survived like a whole alien assault. It's like, yeah, but the cryopod broke, so I guess they're gone. It's like, okay. Not a very ceremonious, like, farewell to these pretty iconic characters. And, you know, I don't think that's anything that's, like, such a hot take or something that no one else has said before, but yeah, it's definitely a bit disappointing. And then Alien Resurrection, there's some interesting scenes. They're like, some of the characters, I was like, oh, they seem pretty interesting, but overall, they didn't feel like it felt like a pretty good sci-fi movie, but not like I didn't feel like it was representative of like an Alien movie. And then Predator, you know, the original one, classic. And then Predator 2, you know, it's not, I feel like it's kind of like Alien Resurrection of the Predator series, where it's like, oh yeah, it's a pretty good sci-fi movie, but compare it to the original Predator, at least, and it's not like, oh yeah, this is on the same tier. But I think it's a pretty enjoyable movie. No. I would say I'm glad it exists, which feels like a very nothing statement, but you know. I would definitely prefer that it exists and I've seen it, rather than just like there wasn't any. Like they didn't make another Predator movie. But let me figure out what persona to let go of. So I don't want, basically I want to make sure that I don't knock out something that I only have one of that Arcana. Well, I guess I'm going to fuse personas at some point, so let's go ahead and like free this level 6 guy. Alright, and... okay, there's another part of the floor I haven't explored. So I gotta go left, and then past the door, and then go left. Okay. So yeah, and then Alien vs. Predator, I will say, up until that point when I bought the whole like movie set in high school, the only Alien or Predator movie I had seen was Alien vs. Predator, because it's PG-13, so I was allowed to watch it. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, you know, like the whole kind of life cycle, the way the alien like grows and everything. But it wasn't really an exceptional movie otherwise. And it kind of felt like something that was like, guys, we're gonna have aliens fighting predators. We got it. We're done. We don't need to add anything else. No, like, really enticing story or anything like that. We can just do this and we'll be fine. And yeah, that's kind of how the movie felt. I was like, you know, it's a cool premise, but it didn't feel like super exceptional beyond that. But yeah, and then Alien vs Predator Requiem was it made me appreciate Alien vs Predator more is what I'll say. I mean, part of it is that the movie was so dark that like there's a fight scene in the sewers and it just feels like, did they turn the projector off? And it's like, no, there's some action going on. You can hear it and you can see a little bit of it. And it's like, all right, I'll take your word for it. And I will say, I feel like I'm a little bit being nitpicky, I guess, maybe. But the way that they had the, like, at the end, they're like, oh, what if we had, like, the Pred Alien has, like, all these, other, like, makes a lot of, like, the chest bursters, and it just, like, really accelerated the life cycle of everything. I was like, this doesn't feel like an Alien movie. And so I don't want to be like, oh, they changed the rules, so it's a bad movie. But it's like, they changed the rules, and it still wasn't an exceptional movie, like an amazing movie. So it's kind of like, all right, what was the point then? But yeah, I mean, I will say though, even though I feel like the batting average of the series isn't great, I'm still like, yeah, I like the series a lot. I will say I've read a lot of the comics from the 80s, and it's, you know, it's a lot of different short stories with different writers and artists, so, you know, like any anthology series, it's going to be a bit hit or miss. But there's some ones that I'm like, yeah, this is really cool, and like, even when it's not great, it's like, well, I get to see, like, aliens fighting, just like drawings of aliens, so I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. But, yeah, you know, all that to say that even though it's hard to recommend every single movie in the series, it's mostly just like, watch the first 2 Alien movies and you're good. But I still really enjoy the series, big fan of it. And, you know, Ridley Scott came back, he did Prometheus, which I feel like a lot of people disliked it more than I did. That I was like, okay, it wasn't amazing, but it was still pretty cool. I mean, you know, I was like, had some good moments. And some people just seemed like they did not hold back on their opinion. But, you know, you hear voices from somewhere. A man can't back down at a time like this. Just watch, and I'll show you how manly Kanji Tatsumi can be.
Chie-chan, your health's way too...
Oh, right. I was like, my health is full. I realized he said Chie, and I was like, yeah, she needs some healing. So let's get Yukiko on that. There we go. But yeah, you know, if they keep making Alien movies, which Alien Covenant, I didn't hear a whole lot about after it came out. Like, I saw it in theaters, of course, but I didn't feel like hearing anyone's opinions about the movie. It just kind of felt like it flew a bit under the radar. But, you know, again, I feel like it's not an amazing film, but, like, a decent sci-fi film. Like, I'd rather see that than, like, a generic, hey, someone can't, like, try making a, like, another sci-fi movie that, you know, I feel like it's a bit of a safer bet to go with Alien, directed by Ridley Scott, or a new Alien movie even, just because there's at least potential, and it hasn't always delivered, but, you know, it's always something at least. It's not like just like, oh, this was a movie where nothing weird or exceptional happened. It's like, no, you'll get Michael Fassbender playing a flute with Michael Fassbender, and I'll be like, all right, I did not predict this, but here we are. So, you said war movies. I've seen a few. Like, I've seen the big ones, like Saving Private Ryan and stuff like that. But I feel like I can't name a lot of them. So I'm curious, Moy, when you say war movies, like, what kind of stands out to you from those? Like, if you're like, someone's like, I've never seen a war movie. What is war? What is movies? What would you recommend? Like, top 3 to be like, these are the ones to see. Yep, lol, I'm on the same boat with the series. Yeah, you know, I kind of feel like everyone's seen the Alien movies to kind of, like, know, like, alright, it starts off good, and then like bail out before you get too invested, or you know, if you don't want to see it through to the end, that's fine. We totally understand. But you know, I think those two movies, they did enough. I'm like, all right, like if the series goes the way it's been of like not great movies, kind of like missed opportunities, I'm still like, I like the Alien movies. I'm glad the first two exist at least. And I'm hoping that one day we get a really good sequel. But man, to be honest, I do not envy anyone tasked with making a sequel to Alien. Just because there's so much expectation, and they already nailed it. That's kind of like, what's left to do?
So persist, you okay?
I guess we'll just do rush attacks and finish them off. Yeah, especially... Ooh, okay. I feel like I jinxed it. But, you know, I don't know what their weakness is. I guess I could have used Hama on them and see if Holy is their weakness, but... Oh, wow. 4 more. That's great. Yeah, I'll take it. And, yeah, I can just, like, spam, take the rest of them. Don't have to worry about it. Okay, increase luck, increase strength. Got more money. Alright, gotta let go another persona. Let's go ahead, level 8. Either Magician or Valkyrie. Or Robust is the name of it, but it's the Magician Arcana, and then Strength. I guess let's get rid of Robust. Alright, made some room. Alright, 1917. Yes, Saving Private Ryan and I did see all that. Yes, Saving Private Ryan. Oh, and I did see All Quiet on the Western Front. The World War I movies that have come out recently have been good. Okay. Yeah, I've heard a lot about All Quiet on the Western Front. I haven't seen it yet. And the only impression I've gotten from it is that it's really good. And it's a bit... I feel like it... From what I've heard, it kind of like... really makes you feel like you experience what it's like to be fighting in the trenches in World War I, which is not a positive experience. But it sounds like it was well done and worth watching, so I'll try to get around to seeing it sometime. But yeah, I did forget about 1917. That is a really good movie. The cinematography is amazing, and yeah, the cinematographer, I can't remember his name, but he's pretty famous. He's done a lot of movies. He did Blade Runner 2049, which is one of my favorite movies. I mean, I'll have to, like, when I say favorite movie, it's like, there's a big list, so I'm gonna have to, like, really consider it if it, like, makes, like, the top 10 or so. But I will say, I did really enjoy it. I've seen that Blade Runner 2049, like, 3 times. And the cinematography really carries it. Or, like, really adds a lot to it. And 1917, to go back to the original point, was a movie that I saw in theaters. And I was like, yeah, this is, like, amazing. Like, especially the way that's directed, that looks like one continuous shot. And yeah, you know, story's pretty good. I feel like it had enough style that I could kind of like coast with that and still be like, man, this is a really good movie. But it's like, no, the story is pretty good. And yeah, a lot of iconic shots and pretty good, like pretty intense moments too. And you know, I feel like from a movie, that's about as much as you can hope for. I mean, if they can deliver on that, they're doing pretty well. Oh man, Blade Runner 2049 is so good. Yeah, pretty beautiful movie. And I will say it is a movie that, like, for me, like, I watched it the first time, I was like, okay, yeah, I enjoyed it. I didn't get everything because the story is very complex, like intentionally so. And it's a lot to take in on the first watch. But you know, I've seen it multiple times. And I kind of feel like if it's a movie they're gonna watch like 5 times and you're like over time, it's like, yeah, let's go ahead and make it complex, make it to where you don't get everything the first time, that when you rewatch it there's more to it and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm definitely like, yeah, I prefer that rather than like watching the first time and be like, all right, I got everything, and then watch it again and go, yep, it was what I got, and then that 3 more times. But yeah, I feel like it's a little bit hard to recommend to most people, because then it's like, yeah, it's really good, and it gets better the more times you watch it. And the first time, it's gonna be good, but it's gonna be a little confusing, but stick with it. But like I said, I really enjoyed it. Man, whenever I think about that movie though, I have flashbacks. I was at like this one job I started at, they had us go to like a training academy, and there was this one guy in the group that I wasn't really a fan of him. He was a bit particular, I'll say. And then I was like, I don't know, maybe I'm just being picky. Maybe I'm just like, you know, he seems pretty nice. And maybe there's just like his like personality just doesn't like vibe with me, I guess. And I'm just kind of like not liking the guy for a petty reason, or like a reason that doesn't make sense. And then we went to dinner one night, and I was like, oh yeah, I was watching TV, Blade Runner was on. I was like, oh, awesome. So I watched that for a bit until we left. And then he goes, oh, Blade Runner, what's that about? And I'm like, oh, I was like, it's pretty complex. I was like, I don't know how to explain this in like a very succinct way. And I was like, oh, so I just told the guy, I was like, oh, it's kind of hard to explain. And I was like, I don't know, I feel like I'm just kind of like blowing the guy off. So I was like, okay, yeah, I think I can explain it. I was like, yeah, it's just kind of like cops, like a police officer that tracks down androids and like, you know, takes them out because they're androids, they could be confused for humans, and it's like, it poses a danger. I think that's like the premise of the film, of the series. So I go, okay, I think I can explain that to this guy. So I was like, well, I guess it's like, and he goes, yeah. I was like, that's it. I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, it's official. I don't like this guy, and I feel justified now. But I was like, man, when like that happened, I was like, all right, I think I'm done giving trying to keep up with this guy, like trying to relate to him. But you know, we weren't on the same team for long or anything like that. We were never on like the same project, so you know, it wasn't an issue. And if I saw the guy, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm angry at you or anything like that, or like, oh, I can't stand him or anything. But I just like, oh man, this guy. And that would just be the first memory that comes to my mind. Alright, we gotta get rid of another persona. Yeah, let's get rid of this one since we already have a Hierophant Arcana guy. Alright, got more XP. Okay, I feel like we've been leveling up quite a bit. So up to level 18 now. No confidant connection? Yeah. If I talked with him, it's like, you feel a bond forming between you two, I'd be like, cut it. I'll miss out on the XP. I'll take it. Let's go ahead. Magaru, deal light wind to everyone. Let's go ahead. Yeah, nullifying stat bonuses. Honestly, I don't think I've ever used a move like that in my first playthrough. So let's go ahead and just get rid of it now. Alright. But yeah, Blade Runner series, definitely like one of my favorites. And yeah, Blade Runner 2049 is definitely a movie I've seen quite a few times. Like, honestly, I feel like I've seen it, I saw it in theaters like 3 times, because I was like, this is a beautiful movie, I want to see it in theaters again before it's, you know, out of theaters. And so I saw it like, I saw it in Dolby, in the IMAX format, and then I was gonna see it in 3D, and then it was not a great theater experience. I was like, all right, I'm gonna call it. I'm just gonna go see it at a different theater, and then saw it in standard definition, or standard theater format. You know, it's still HD, but it's not like IMAX or Dolby or 3D or anything like that. No frills added to it. But yeah, I saw it 3 times in theaters, and yeah, every time I was like, yeah, this is really good. And it's one of those movies that, like, you know, I pay attention to quotes, it's like dialogue in movies a lot, and there's like lines in there that even if it's not an exceptional line that like most people would remember, I still think of it. And every once in a while, when I'm hanging out with people and someone like mentions cheese, or like the ideal opportunity is someone's like, oh yeah, you can give my dog a piece of cheese, and I'm like, oh man, the stars aligned, I get to use my quote now. That I'll be like, you wouldn't happen to have a slice of cheese about you now, would you, boy? And it's the most random line, but it's the first line Harrison Ford says in the entire movie. And so it's like burnt into my memory. And I don't know what you could do to like make me forget that line, but it's such a useless line to memorize that in that, like I said, that one specific instance, I'm like, here's my moment to shine and confuse people. But I'm glad that I have that opportunity. Like if Harrison Ford's first line in the movie was like, "Hey," or "What are you doing?" I'd be like, "It's not as iconic." All right, keeping the sweet bonuses going. Got the Temperance Arcana. Got a cup, so got some HP and SP. Let's see. I feel like it's gonna have an enemy in it. Yep, I called it.
A rare monster. Beat the stuff
All
out
right,
of
let's do Kill Rush, and then everyone else is just gonna sacrifice their HP to deal some damage to this guy. So Sonic Punch. All right, not great so far. I forgot. Did Agai do anything to him?
Couldn't do it.
Yeah, not great. Let's do Skullcracker. Or, I mean, yeah, I guess might as well. Yeah, I'm gonna take out this glove, 22 damage at a time.
Chie-chan's all confused.
Come on, 3 hits. Oh, okay. Gave me 0, so not quite exactly what I was asking for.
It's dead.
Alright, I feel like we've been missing a lot of attacks. Oh, okay, alright. I was about to say, I feel like we've been missing a lot of attacks, but I think we can win this one, and then we instantly won it, so I would say I was correct. Alright, let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and change this card into a different Arcana. Oh, I should have done that. I should have taken it and lost the other one, but... Oh god, I forgot. This is one that I got so much XP from. Yeah, I should have played it safe. Let's see, how much XP did I lose? Ooh, 750, that's not good. Alright. Not a great feeling, but at least we got half of it.
Did I level up?
And a lot of people are still leveling up anyway. So we got another go home. So was that the last of the floor? Okay, no. We still got quite a bit more to uncover. But yeah, also part of why Blade Runner 2049 is so good is the director. I never know how to pronounce his name because I thought it was Denis Villeneuve, and then he's French. So I heard someone say it once on like an interview or like a video about the movie or about Dune, and it was like with director Denis Villeneuve. I was like, I don't know what they just said, but that's about as close as I can get to it, I think. But that director, really great track record. Like I really like his visual style. And the Dune movie, I've read the book. Okay, I thought we lost Steve for a moment. Okay. Okay. I feel like we might lose this one, so I'm gonna have to focus up for a moment. Okay. Let's have him heal you. Because basically, if you dies, it's not as bad as like previous Persona games that's like, oh, you have to restart the entire dungeon. But restarting this floor, that's still not going to be good. So let's go ahead and spam some mana and make sure that we don't have to restart this. And yeah, when I started this fight, I was like, oh, fighting floating babies will be fine. And it turned out to be a lot more difficult than I was anticipating. So yeah, I'm going to have to wait for Chie. Or actually, yeah, just rush. There we go. Alright, shuffle time. So we got the sweet bonus at least, although it did cost us 750 XP. So let's take these, and then, yeah, that works. Let's see what else we got. Got money, got another Persona. I'm not sure if we have any duplicates of Arcanas in here. I mean, I keep trying to focus on that, we're gonna fuse them at some point, so let's go ahead and just get rid of the lowest level guy. There we go.
You okay, Yuki-chan?
Oh, right, let's go ahead and heal up. Especially since I have another feeling that this chest is gonna have a shadow in it. Yep. Alright. So at least now I know this guy, we just gotta spam Hama on him, and that should take him out.
Great, Sensei! Go for broke!
Alright, so now once we get to Yukiko, just use fire on them and we're good. So yeah, going back to Denis Villeneuve, yeah, the Dune movie, I was like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be something that general audiences are like, yeah, this is amazing. This is like, I enjoyed the whole movie and there was nothing confusing about it or slow at any point. But I think with that expectation, I was like, it's gonna be some cool visuals. It's gonna be interesting to see how they actually like show the Dune planet and everything. And okay, all right. Oh, I should have just taken the persona. Oh my god, I flipped it back to what I got rid of. All right, I just need to stop trying to get a random Arcana card and hope for the best. I just gotta take my chance, or not take the chance, play it safe, and just accept what it is. But yeah, having those expectations, I think that was proper for the movie, because yeah, like, man, those visuals were very impressive. Really good cinematography again, like classic Denis Villeneuve special effects and directing, like really good, you know, visuals and everything. And I'm getting a little nervous now because I'm like, oh, these babies, they should be easy. But I remember I almost lost that fight, so I gotta focus up for a little bit, at least until we get rid of some of these. So it's weak to ice. So let's have Chie free some of them. Alright, so yeah, the Dune movie. I will say I was very glad I read the book before seeing it, just because I was like, reading the book is like, there's so much stuff that they're throwing at you, it's like, I don't know how any of this stuff works. And then, over time, you kind of like pick up on it, and then like, by the end of the book, you're like, okay, I understand things now, I understand what's happening, and then the book ends, it's like, oh, okay. So, yeah, now I'm just lost again. But I kind of feel like that's how the movie experience would be if you hadn't been familiar with, like, the world of Dune. And so I'm glad that as I was watching, it's like they kind of throw all these, like, weird things at you. And it's like this whole, like, different planet, all this technology, all these, like, different terms and, like, rituals. And I'm like, okay, I've already read the book, so I'm like, this is old hat to me. It's like, no problem, give me the weird stuff. No need to explain. And I feel like if you were going into it blind, you just have like a lot of moments of like, what is going on? I need like a whole, I need like the wiki article on like the right half of the screen while the movie's playing to keep up with it. But I was like, all right, I get it. Go on, keep throwing that weird stuff at me. They did what she said. I understand that. It's like, oh, Bene Gesserit? All right, yeah, I know that what that means. And even as someone who read the book, I was kind of glad to watch the movie just because I'm like, oh, that's how you pronounce that. Because there's a lot of words in there that are not the most intuitive to pronounce. But, you know, when it's in a movie, it's like, well, you gotta teach me how to say it now. You can't just write it and hope I figure it out, because I won't. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the second one. Dune Chapter 2 should be pretty interesting. And, you know, I think a classic, well, it was a complaint about the book that's based on as well, that the pacing isn't like super solid. And yeah, I mean, when you make a movie based on a book with that like pacing issue, it's pretty tough, because it's like you can't, if you change it and make it more like consistent. First of all, I don't even know how you would do that. Like, what do you change? How do you like swap it out and everything? But if you do that, you're definitely not gonna please the fans that are like diehard fans of the book, which there are many. I meant many fans of the book, but there are also quite like many books in the series. So it's like you can't really like change it up for them for like broad appeal. But yeah, at the same time, it's kind of like, yeah, you just kind of have to like swallow the pill, make the like follow the book, and try to fix the pacing as much as you can while staying true to it. And that's what they did. And I think that's like the right way to go about it, even though it's not an ideal. It's not like a win-win situation. But I think Dune 2 will be interesting to see, and just like get to see more of it, especially like the Fremen culture and everything, their whole world and society. But yeah, I mean, even though I'm kind of like, ooh, there's like some downsides to the first movie, I'm still, overall, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. Like, really cool visuals, really nice to see all the different planets, and, you know, the pacing was a little bit of an issue, but I feel like they had quite a bit of variety, showing different planets and everything like that, which was a little disappointing. That slowed down a bit when it's like the first half of the movie, you see like a lot of different planets, a lot of different like groups and everything, and then the second half of the movie is mostly just the desert planet, which is like, that's the namesake of the movie, but it does look a bit samey after a while. But yeah, you know, I'll take more Dune. I'll take more Denis Villeneuve, whatever he's doing. I'm like, yeah, I'll see it. I'll buy a ticket today. But you know, I don't think it's slowing down. You know, I think the movie definitely made enough money, and more Timothée Chalamet, more Zendaya, Oscar Isaac, Dave Bautista, like so many actors. I'm like, yeah, I think we'll be fine. So let's go ahead and get rid of Valkyrie that we just got. Alright, got some XP. And then let's go ahead and use another key. Oh, we're really stocking up on keys this run, or this dungeon.
Come on, please, give me some heat.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I feel bad for Yosuke. I totally forgot his health was so low. Well, let's go ahead and get Yosuke to heal himself. There we go. And how much is there on this floor? Okay, we're good. So let's go to the next floor. A man's got this thing called pride. I'll never lose. It's no good. Steam's getting worse, so I can't tell where Kanji-kun is at all. Maybe it's already time for me to retire from being a guide. Let's see what's in here. Oh, okay. I thought it was like starting a cutscene. I'd never seen it like do that dramatic scene before. I felt like these guys were wind.
Two enemies left.
I guess we'll just test all the weaknesses and see if we reveal it.
It's not going down.
Alright, it was not wind.
This'll be a piece of cake for Yuki-chan.
Alright, maybe it's ice? It was not ice. Alright, I'm gonna try lightning, but I'm gonna stop confidently guessing weaknesses now. Alright, cool. Right when I stop guessing, that's when I get it. Alright, hopefully we find Kanji before too long. You know, I think this one-person movie podcast has been going on long enough. Got fortune, increased luck. Okay, got some more XP. That's definitely what I'm looking for. And again, we'll have to ditch Valkyrie right after picking her up. Yeah, even though we've been in this dungeon for like an hour and a half almost, I'm glad that I've got enough SP saved up that it's still not like, oh, we're gonna have to call it, rest up, and come back tomorrow. We're able to keep going, still doing pretty strong. Wait, I'm just gonna test their weaknesses. Huh. Oh, okay.
Two enemies left.
I was thinking it would be the opposite of wherever ability they used, but then they used fire and then lightning, so I'm like, yeah. That doesn't really help me figure out what the weakness actually is.
Uh-oh, Yuki-chan's showing no mercy.
Yeah, I can't forget, when you do dungeons, every time you meet an enemy, you just kind of gotta test everything, do an attack, every type of attack against them, and hope for the best. and then from then on you can just check the analysis. But first time it's like, yeah, it's gonna be some guessing and checking. I got another chest key, although we're doing pretty well on those as it is. And again, we gotta ditch the Valkyrie. Okay, leveled up again. Nice. Yeah, I don't think we gained a notable amount of XP from that fight. I think both of us were just like on the border of leveling up. So let's go ahead and heal them up, and then keep going. But yeah, I do play a lot of board games as well, and the reason I mentioned that is because I went on about Dune for quite a while. Wait a minute.
It's not strong at all.
Isn't its weakness wind, or is this a different type? Oh, yeah. These guys have blue masks instead of like the pink, like half mask that we've seen. I guess their weakness is the same either way. But I guess technically a different enemy, so gotta figure out what the weakness is again. So the reason I mentioned board games in relation to Dune is the board game Dune Imperium is like one of the best board games I've played. There's a lot going on, so it's like not the easiest game to teach people, but definitely worth it. It's if you don't play board games, explaining how what the board game is like using board game terms is probably not going to help. But so if I say worker placement game, that probably doesn't mean a lot to anyone that's not already familiar with it. But, you know, there's a lot of different mechanics going on in the game, and so there's always like something to do, and you're like, oh, if only I had one more resource of a certain type. So in regards to like, sometimes the game gets really boring when it's solved. That's like, here's the best strategy to do, that's it, don't bother with anything else. Or there's something that's like, oh yeah, you can get this one like resource type A, but it's worthless. You should just focus on getting resource type B and don't even bother with it. And Dune Imperium is definitely a game that you're always wishing you had a little bit more of everything, because everything's so tight and so competitive that it's really hard to get a leg up and like really get ahead of your opponents. So it always feels really tight, but like there's always something you can do if you pay enough attention. And I will say the game is also very thematic, that there's a lot of like, you know, some games it's like, oh, it's an item from the movie that you recognize, or like from the book, but it doesn't really do anything special. It's just kind of like pretty, like you could have swapped out like 5 different things and be like, oh, cool, it's something I recognize. But Dune is pretty thematic, or Dune Imperium, the board game, is pretty thematic, and playing through it, seeing all the different like terms and characters and stuff like that, is pretty satisfying. And it's based on the game, on the movie, I mean. So the art, like when it's Paul Atreides, it's not just like some drawing of what you imagine Paul Atreides looks like. It's Timothée Chalamet on a card, and he's one of the leader cards. So I'm like, yeah, I want to play as Timothée Chalamet. I don't care what the ability is. I'll be Timothy. And you can also play as Oscar Isaac. I know the actor names a lot better than I know the character names, but they're all pretty thematic, pretty good. Like Paul Atreides, he can look at the top card of his deck at any time, which is appropriate since he can see into the future and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot going for it. I would say the only thing that makes it harder to recommend is that it's a pretty complex board game, and so if like the last board game you played was Monopoly, this might be a little bit of a challenge to learn and play correctly. Because everything's also like, there's different phases, and then there's combat, and the combat itself is like, there's like 8 different rules you need to memorize for it, and it's like one element of the game, so it can get pretty complex, but I will say it's worth it. I mean, at least if you have a group that's committed to learning the game and playing it like more than once to get your money's worth. Alright, we found the stairs for this floor. Alright, this guy looks pretty big. Alright, we got that advantage on him at least. Alright, now I know it's lightning. Yeah, so let's do Mazio and then call it a fight. Alright, so all-out attack. Hopefully this takes care of it. Let's see what cards we got. Alright, I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna take these two, change this to a persona, and then not have to worry about potentially having my XP or money gained. Yeah, let's see what we got. Diamond shield, that sounds pretty good. And we're up one more floor. This feeling, the other kanji staring at us. Hey there, cutie pie. Are you trying to break the barrier of the acceptable just like me? No, Sensei came to rescue Kanji. Ooh, does that mean you're yearning for me? Is that so? Oh, that makes me so happy. Well then, I simply must prepare something spectacular for you. I'm so looking forward to seeing you soon. Well, toodaloo. Sensei, this little bear is getting too scared to go on. Well, we gotta save Kanji, so we're gonna have to push through. Let's see. Okay, this looks like a pretty big floor. Okay, I haven't seen these enemies before. Let's try a basic attack. I feel like it might be wind, so let's go ahead and test that theory. Okay, it's actually resistant, so I was quite wrong. And I guess we'll try ice. And then also lightning, and hopefully that will like resolve this mystery. So let's do Mazio. Alright, cool. Glad I did it then. Okay, hopefully I can get all of the cards again. So, yeah, let's get this one. Avoiding encounters, I'm not too worried about. Alright, awesome. Yeah, that's really good. Level up Titan again, I'll take it. Something inside me has changed. Alright, leveled up Titan again. Yeah, I mean, I feel like having a level 21 persona, like, at this point in the game is pretty good. I think I'm level, like, 18 maybe? Or maybe 19. Let's see. Okay, yeah, level 19. So, you know, my persona is more powerful than I am, which I'm definitely not complaining about. Let's see what's around here. We found the stairs pretty quickly, so at least now whenever we're ready, we can just teleport up to the next one. Got a Vanish Ball. I forgot. Did we see this guy's weakness? No, okay. Let's try Ice, Wind, and Light. Or Holy. Okay. I guess we'll... Yeah, I mean, let's go ahead and finish the fight off. Use 10 more SP and finish it. Okay. Let's go ahead, change this to Arcana, and then we'll just have to take whatever it is. That's not what I was hoping for. I mean, at least we got the sweep bonus, and we only fought 2 enemies, so we're not losing too much XP. Yeah, plus 87, which doesn't feel great, but you know, relatively not too bad. So let's see what's behind here. Alright, I'm gonna do this fight, and I'm gonna step away for just a minute to get some more water. You know, talking about movies for so long definitely dried my throat out a bit. But, let's see what, maybe this is weak to Holy? Okay, that's a miss, so I'm gonna guess it's not weak to Holy. I guess let's just do a rush and see how that goes. Okay. There we go. For not knowing its weakness, I'd say that's not too bad. So yeah, let's grab this. Yeah, and then sweet bonus. We continue the streak.
Have I gotten a little stronger?
Alright, leveled up. Wait, is Yukiko higher level than Yu is? Let's check the status. Yeah. How is that possible? Yukiko... Oh. I was gonna say, Yukiko joined late, so how could she be a higher level? But if she started off at a higher level to, like, balance the game out, and then she gained all the XP that we did, then I guess that would make sense. But, alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna grab some water, and then I'll be back in, like, a minute, maybe? Like a minute tops. But, alright, I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, in time. Yeah, I wasn't keeping track of it. I don't think it was too long, so I'll take it. You know, hopefully not everyone came in, saw the still photo of Yukiko, and then ditched. But I'm back. Let's go ahead and keep going. Keep her back to us. All right. Nice.
3 enemy. This one's bare.
Oh yeah, let's just do Mazio, and then I should like clean it up. So have any of you guys been playing the new Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game? Because I haven't. To be honest, I feel like this is like blasphemy to a lot of modern gamers, but I haven't beaten Breath of the Wild. So I was like, yeah, I'm not in any like urgent rush to buy the new game. But I've definitely been hearing good things about it. I've heard that's a slow burn though, so some people are like not as enthusiastic about the game as, you know, like IGN, for example, has been. But, you know, it definitely seems like I don't think there's anyone that's like, yeah, this game's not good. It's like, I feel like the worst I've heard is that's a little disappointing maybe compared to Breath of the Wild. But I feel like that's it's gonna be a hard comparison for any game to get to get through and not be like, yeah, this was a fair analysis. Neither did I. I got like 1/3 of the way through Breath of the Wild. Yeah. I mean, I know that's like a lot of people's like favorite games and everything. I don't think there's anything like I said, I haven't really played a whole lot of it, but there wasn't anything that was like, oh, this is bad. But I was like, I didn't own a Switch at the time. I was like at a friend's place and I was playing it on his console. So, like I said, like I think the first one's also a bit of a slow burn. So when you're playing it and it's like, hey, you want to try out this game for like 15 minutes? It's a game that's hard to be like, yeah, I'm gonna like dedicate focus and attention to like really learning the game and mastering it and everything. So it was just kind of like, oh, okay, this is a little bit of like a demo of it. And that's not the best situation to play Breath of the Wild in. But, you know, I'll probably check it out at some point. You know, I was, in my mind, I was thinking of Breath of the Wild, but I guess that also applies to Tears of the Kingdom. But, you know, IGN gave it a 10, and it's been getting a lot of good reviews in general, so definitely a game with a lot of potential to it. But just something that I'm gonna have to like, you know, it seems like it's a very long game as well, like both Breath of the Wild and the new one. So to really commit to it or be able to appreciate it the way it should be, I feel like I need to like take a month off of work and be like, hey, you know, I'm gonna take a month off. It's like, oh, are you like going on like a spiritual journey? It's like, you could say that. I'm gonna play 2 video games and see how they are. But, you know, I feel like I'll get around to it at some point. I feel like now's not the time though, because for one, I'm pretty occupied with a certain video game daily. Oh, okay, I thought we lost you, but we only lost one person, so we can manage. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll take a Persona, or not. Wow, we got a pretty decent amount of money for that fight. Alright, gotta keep going. Oh yeah, we definitely need to do some healing. So let's get Yukiko on that. Oh yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I do own a Switch, but I haven't played any Switch games recently. Like, I'm trying to think what game is in my Switch right now. Oh! It's Pokemon Violet, and to be honest, recalling that, I'm like, okay, I get why I haven't played my Switch in a while. Because Pokemon Violet, you know, I kind of fell off of the Pokemon series. Like, Pokemon Sword came out, I was like, I'm good. Pokemon Arceus came out, I was like, oh, that sounds like it's going to be really different from the previous games. So I went ahead and got it, and then the performance on it was just like, this isn't it, man. Like, this is not selling it. And I kind of like dropped off of it after a bit, and definitely did not beat it. Maybe got like an hour or two into it, maybe 3 hours, but not a lot. And then Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out. I was like, okay, this looks like it's going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be different from the previous Pokemon games. And then I had a complete repeat of the Pokemon Arceus experience that I bought it, expecting it to be different. And then the performance issues just held it back so much that I was like, I'm good. I'm done. So hopefully I've learned my lesson. I'm definitely gonna have to wait. The next Pokemon game that comes out, I'm gonna have to be like, wait for release date, hear a lot of reviews, and then like wait a week and make sure that there's no like whisperings of performance issues, and then I can check it out. Which the thing that's like so heartbreaking about is that's like if it came on PC or like any other console that was like had the performance power to make the game just like run decently, it'd probably be great. I'd probably be like, man, this is really fun. But it being locked onto the Switch, that's like, I guess it is a little bit outdated, but also just like, it's not fair to compare it to like a Series X or anything like that, or definitely PC. But you know, I just feel like it's being held back by the hardware a lot. And so I think I got burnt on that experience. So I was like, okay, I'm kind of done with Switch for a while. And then now with the Tears of the Kingdom out, you know, I feel like for a lot of people, it's a reason to get back to like unbox your Switch, start playing it again. But for me, having not played the previous game, I'm like, yeah, I'm good for now. But, you know, I hope everyone that's enjoying it, I'm glad they enjoyed it, and I will eventually try it out sometime. I did also learn that I saw a Reddit post that you can get video games from the library. I looked into that once because that wasn't the first time I'd seen it, but I checked my library. I was like, oh, they don't have it. So I was like, I don't know what kind of fancy place this guy's living in that you can get video games from the library, but I'm like, it's not here. And then I moved, and I don't know if they recently added it between that previous time I checked. For some reason, this floor is really steamy. Hang in there, guys. So I don't know if they added it recently, or if I just, like, the place I moved to was like, hey, now this library does have it. But now you can actually get games from the library. I'm like, yeah, this is going to save me a lot of money, because I used GameFly once, and the thing is, I'm almost like, it's a little too good, but I'm like, I think that's being a little too, you know, like, optimistic, or a little too kind to them. But basically what happened is I was like, alright, I'm going to save a lot of money, because instead of buying the $60 video game, I'm just going to get it from GameFly, play it, and then return it. And I can get, like, you know, maybe 3 or 4 games beaten in a month if I, like, really focus, and then save, like, 60 times 4 would be, like, $240. And I was like, $10 a month? Yeah, I'm going to be, like, making bank with the amount of money I'm saving. And to be fair, like, that's how, like, it would totally work. You could totally do that. My problem, though, is that when I get the game in the mail, I go, until I beat this game, I am losing money. So I would just, all I would do, for, like, from the time I got the game to when I returned it and was waiting for the next game to arrive in the mail, was just play that game. And it was not sustainable. Like, people should not do that. It was just like all my free time I was like, I gotta beat this game because it's money. It's burning money until I like send it back, and it's not even a lot of money. Like if I had it for a month and I never touched it, it would cost me like $10. I shouldn't have been like so worried about it, but just knowing that I'm wasting money, even though it's a slight amount, I was like, I have to beat this game and return it. So I just like binge it and not do anything else, and then I ship it back. It'd be like a curse lifted, and then the next game would arrive, and it's like in movies where like the curse, like it gets dispelled, but it comes back and attacks the next generation. Like it attacks the kids of the main characters from the first movie. But instead of a generation, it's like 3 days, and then I'm back at it, having to grind through this video game to save like $1 in wasted time of like $1 worth of Game Pass time, subscription time that I saved on. And so I did it for 1 month, and then I was like, I can't do this anymore. It's not sustainable. And so I think yeah, if it's what you're looking for, it's a pretty good service. You can definitely save a lot of money. But just the way I am as a person, I'm like, I can't do it. It's not for me. But, if you're looking for it, if it sounds like something that could be useful, I would recommend it. Except now with the library, I'm like, just use the library. It's basically like Game Pass, but it doesn't cost anything. And I think that's the thing that's really gonna, like, save it for me, is that because it's the library that you don't have to pay to get the game, I don't have this like feeling of, oh, I need to beat this game and return it, because it's like, no, I can have it for 2 weeks, play it at any point during those 2 weeks, even if I don't beat it, just return it so that the next guy can play it, and then when I get around to it, check it out again and then finish it. So that was the other thing, is that if I got Gotham Knights from GameFly, and I was like, this game is not very good. But I was like, if I send it back for something else, and then later on I go, oh, I guess I will finish Gotham Knights, I have to request it again. And that's going to be that's another shipping process that I have to wait during. So I was like, no, I'm just going to beat through it right now. A vast amount of steam is drifting in from the other side of the door. Open the door and enter. Let's go and explore the rest of the floor first. So I was like, if I return this and like get it back later, that's costing me money. That's 3 days of shipping. 3 days divided by a month of 30 days, that's 1/10. And 1/10 of $10, that's a whole $1 costing me. So instead of returning a game I wasn't really liking, because in the off chance that I check it out later, it will cost me $1, like hypothetically, I was like, nah, I'm just gonna binge through this like very mid game, and then just be done with it. And so I did, and it was about as enjoyable as that sounds, as binging a mid-game would sound to be. And so I did it. I would not recommend it. Just return it if you're not really into it. You know, don't feel the need to play through a 40-hour game that's like just okay. And all of the internet said was worse than just okay. But yeah, I think the library, using that system, is definitely the way to go. I'm kind of saying all of this in I don't know, I'm not an English major, so I don't know like if it's like perfect like future tense or whatever, but I'm saying it as something that's like, yes, this is a good idea to do later on. Is that I haven't done it yet. I haven't checked out any games from the library. This place is heating up from the sudden entry of a fine young man. To celebrate this encounter, I prepared a special stage tonight. A single match with no time limit. Who will be left standing in the end? Now, pour out your hot blood and guts. Ooh, don't lose, Sensei. So I haven't done it yet, just because I'm pretty busy with stuff, and I'm like, now's not the time to like potentially go down to this like slippery slope again of investing way too much time into video games. So I'm holding off for now. You know, at some point, if I feel up for it, I'll probably check out a few games and everything. But yeah, for now, I've got enough on my plate. I'm good. I got Persona to keep me occupied for the next year. So I'm good. But it's definitely in the back of my mind, and something I'll probably get around to eventually. And the thing that kind of surprised me is that I was like, oh, they're gonna have video games, but like, it's probably gonna be old games. I was like, I don't even know if they have Series X games. Or if they do, it's probably like months after the game comes out, and it's kind of like, oh, all the hype died down already. And while there's some new releases that are like on order that they haven't like arrived yet, they have like some pretty recent releases. Like Fire Emblem Engage was the first one that I was like, whoa, they have that already? But they have like the Dead Space remake, they have Callisto Protocol. The games that say on order but should be on the way is like, I didn't check if they had Tears of the Kingdom, but they have, what just came out? I'll think of it in a moment. Jedi Survivor. They have that on order, which is a pretty promising sign. And like they have Dead Island 2 already and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, if it's a game that you would probably be interested enough to check it out, they probably have it or are working on it. So that was definitely a pretty promising realization that they actually have like modern games. Alright, that's pretty rough. Alright, so don't use physical skills. Got it. Let's go ahead. I guess let's just do like our basic elemental attacks. It's not going to do a whole lot, but it'll wither away at them. I feel like I may need to use you to deal the like lowering his defense and everything. So Persona. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Titan's got it. Let's do skill, Dakunda. Oh, oops, not that one. Rakunda. Yep, decreases attack. That's the one I want. Ooh, okay. Maybe I should have lowered his attack instead. Oh no! I forgot. This is the one that screwed me. Okay, it missed, which is actually good for us. But let's go ahead. Let's have Yukiko revive Chie. So which item actually revives them? Okay, revival bead. Makes sense. Alright, and then let's get... Let's see. I guess let's just do ice, because using lightning on all of the enemies when there's only one enemy doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, we should probably have Yukiko heal everyone. Because I was like, yeah, this fight's going pretty smoothly. And I remembered that guy, like, doing that, like, sidearm thing to Chie and knocking her out in one hit. So I was like, okay, let's be a little more cautious than I was thinking I was being just a moment ago. Oh, that's what did it, the critical rate. But yeah, let's just go ahead and keep doing our elemental attacks and finish them off. We're chipping away at this Titan, slowly but surely. Wait, what's Aguilo? Oh, medium fire. Yeah, let's do that one. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. And then just do wind again. Alright, yeah, well, we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon. This fight, at least. I don't know how much of this dungeon is left. Wow, 700 XP. I'm definitely glad I revived Chie then. That's our sensei. I knew you would win. Got the bathhouse key. Alright. So, I guess let's go ahead and heal up, even though we're actually doing pretty well on health. Yeah, there we go. That should be good. Alright, now we can keep going. Let's go and fight this enemy. What's this guy's weakness again? Oh yeah, Hama. Whenever I see that pink glove, I get a little, like, nervous, because I'm, like, mixing up with the golden one. I go, oh, this is just, like, a basic enemy. I don't have to, like, worry about it too much. But he just reminds me of someone I despise due to their ability to run away. Like that! Alright, I'm not gonna be able to get the sweet bonus. I'll just take what I can. Avoiding encounters, honestly, I mean, I've been in this dungeon a while. I wouldn't mind wrapping it up a little bit sooner rather than later. But I kind of need that XP at some point anyway, so it's like, I might as well get it out of the way. Which, well, I say that, but if I, like, skip through the dungeons now and then spend the time grinding later on, it'll save me time in the long run, because then I'll be grinding enemies that are higher level and get more XP from them than these guys. But still, I think it'll be fine. I'll take the fights as they come. I'm not gonna like run around going out of my way to fight them. But if they're in the way, I'll take it. I'll deal with them. Yeah, I have no idea what this king's weakness is. Just considering that he's red, I'm gonna guess ice, but we'll find out. Alright, let's see it. Is it ice? It's not ice. By the way, you've inspired me to finally play Persona 5 Royal. Okay, I'm glad I did some good in this world. So, out of curiosity, you know, Persona 5 was like getting good reviews and everything like that. What kind of, I started it last week and I'm really enjoying it. Alright. So, were you kind of hesitant to try it out before seeing Persona 4 Golden? Or have you played any of the Persona games in general? Because, like, if Persona 5 Royal is your first Persona game, I totally understand, I get it. And, yeah, I mean, the Persona series is pretty popular with, like, a certain, like, within the JRPG genre. But to, like, the average person, there's been a lot of people that I'm like, oh, I'm doing it for, you know, Persona 4 Golden? And they're like, no. I'm like, oh, so here's what Persona 4 Golden is. So I'm doing a real-time playthrough of it. And it's like, okay, it takes a bit more explanation than I anticipated. But, yeah, I think it's definitely a good series. And, you know, a lot going for it. Yeah, I'll just take the chest key then. Okay, leveled up again. That's good. Yeah, I was kind of surprised we didn't level up when we fought that boss. That gave us like 700 XP, but I guess we were just like right on the precipice of it. Oh, it's this guy again. Alright, let's go ahead and do Mazio to get some damage on him and +1 round. Yosuke, please handle it. I forgot, do you actually do like any noticeable damage when you do an all-out attack against him? Oh, you do? Alright, I'll take it. Yeah, that guy summoning an ally was like his death sentence. Ooh, oh, okay. I was like, am I gonna have to take half XP to get a sweet bonus? But it's like, I can't get the sweet bonus anyway. Let's take money up. Alright, man. Yeah, that's a pretty good fight. Like, very quick, and that's usually not how it goes when you fight those golden gloves. So yeah, Moy, I am curious if you've played any Persona games before, or the Shin Megami series as in general. Wait, is this guy weak to everything? Alright, yeah. Pretty easy fight. Because yeah, I played... I'm trying to think what the first Shin Megami Tensei like game I played was. So honestly, I think it might have been Shin Megami Tensei 4 on the DS. And it was something that I was like, oh, this is interesting, but I played it a bit, and I fell off of it for a while, and I came back to it, and I was like at the point where you had to talk to the like ghost horses, and they're like, hey, you need to cross this bridge. I went around the map trying to find it. I couldn't find it. I just kind of got like a bit, it was like, I don't know what to do, and I am good, so I'm just gonna stop playing it, and fell off of it. But then when Persona 4 Golden, Persona 4 Golden was a game I was curious about trying out for quite a while, and it just wasn't convenient to play, because was that the Reaper? Yeah, let's get out of here. But it was a game that wasn't convenient to play. No, dang it. That ain't important to a man's man. That's not what I want to become. That ain't it at all. Hey, Sensei, the world you came from seems really complicated. Ever since I met you, I really had to think hard about stuff like what I am, so I can kind of understand how Kanji feels. Sensei, we gotta save Kanji. So yeah, I wanted to play Persona 4 Golden, but it's like, I actually looked into buying a PS Vita specifically to play Persona 4 Golden, and I was like, nah, I don't think I should. So when the game came to PC, ooh, man, that was rough. When the game came to Steam, I was like, oh, awesome. I was like really excited about it, and the game was only like $20. I was like, this is insane, because just doing one playthrough of the game takes like 80 hours, so it's only like 25 cents an hour that you play to get this like amazing like top tier game. It became like one of my favorite games of all time after I played it, just because no other game have really gotten me into like visual novels for like this long. Like I've played a lot of them, but I usually like fall off of them after like an hour, like a few hours. And so if you had told me like, oh yeah, there's this game, it takes like 80 to 100 hours to beat, and it's half visual novel, I'd be like, I'll probably play it for a bit, but not a lot, not beat it. And then I'd be like within a week, like 1 or 2 weeks. Like I was definitely grinding the game a lot because I was really enjoying it. And yeah, I mean like, definitely one of the best values in gaming that I've ever bought. I mean, especially since I'm doing another playthrough now, so that's gonna add like another 80 hours to it.
Really strong.
So let's do Mazio. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do like attack all enemies, and hopefully we can get through this fight pretty quickly. Hopefully this time we don't get like a party member knocked out. Ooh. Okay, that was good. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Are you alright?
Chie-chan's really hurting. Heal her.
It's over.
Alright, let's see if I can take them out. Okay, yeah.
It's over.
You know, could have gotten better. I still don't know what their weakness is. Oh, leveled up again? Alright. But yeah, I'm glad we didn't lose any teammates this time. Alright, let's keep going. I feel like this is gonna have a shadow in it. Okay. Finally, like, the one time I predict a shadow, and it's actually not one. Alright, let's do physical attack.
2 enemies left.
And then wind. Yeah, this guy seems to be resistant to everything.
So persistent.
Man.
Chie-chan can't use her persona.
Couldn't quite beat it.
I guess we'll try ice with him now. Wow, so it actually is ice.
One so far. It's down.
Ready?
Alright, I can take half money. Yeah, I might as well just take XP. There's no way I can get the sweep bonus, so might as well take some XP, not lose any money. Hopefully I've kind of seen all of the enemies they have to offer, so I don't have to keep, like, throwing everything at it and seeing what it's actually weak to.
Three enemies down! Wowee, Sensei! Great, Sensei!
Okay, this isn't too
Go
bad.
for broke.
We can go and just do a rush attack for the rest of it.
It got back up! Hurry and beat it!
Okay.
Go get him!
Yeah, defense down when you're about to die. Not the best move. Alright, let's see if we get the sweep bonus this time. I guess we'll just take the chest key. I feel like there's been a lot of leveling up going on recently. So now let's go ahead and heal up. I guess just Chie is the only one that's really needs any healing. Alright, let's see what's in here. Alright. I'm on the 8th floor, so I don't think there's too much left of it. But you know, I could be wrong. These dungeons, it's hard to tell where the ceiling ends at.
Hurry and beat it! It's weak to light!
Oh dang, they're all weak to light. I guess let's go ahead and take out Phantom Master, and then we'll just spam rush attack the rest of them.
No one stands in Sensei's way!
Okay, that actually worked out pretty well. Okay, I guess this is what we gotta do. Yeah, I'm probably gonna ditch a Robust now. Let's see, does he have anything to offer me? It's level 8, so not really. Alright, we found stairs. Alright, we're about to finish off this floor. This is like the last room that there's left to explore.
Do your best!
Okay, so they must be weak to fire then.
Amazing,
Huh.
Sensei! Keep it up!
It's not going down.
Chie-chan's been poisoned!
Persona!
You hit its whip!
That's
Oh, okay, this might actually work out really well.
It's dead!
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to rush attack. Well, I guess both of them, since the other guy has the red shield. But this works out more conveniently. Ah, dang it, I can't get all of them. So, might as well take these 3. Alright, got a firecracker. Let's go ahead to the next floor. I feel like I'm getting close, but we'll see. Ah, this place is great. It's wonderful here. Something definitely feels wrong. Sensei, we need to hurry. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap out... Let's take it from Yosuke. I don't think he needs that Mage's Mark. I guess we'll have him increase wind damage. And then have Yukiko equip the Mage's Mark. There we go. And we'll keep going. Did we find this guy's weakness?
Electricity
Nope.
won't work on
Alright.
it.
Let's go and try Hama, see if that does anything. And then otherwise we'll have... Oh, man.
Enemies left!
That would have been really bad.
someone else's turn.
Alright, let's see. That's what we're missing, right? Fire? Okay.
It's over.
Just in case it reflects on me, I'm just gonna do the weak fire. Okay, wow. The red guy is actually weak to fire. At least he's breaking, stereotypes and everything. Another level up, that's pretty good. And a new move. Let's see what's through here. Man. The enemies are pretty dense up here.
This enemy's weakness is ice attack.
Alright, so I'm gonna leave the ice to GA.
3 enemies. Let's get through
And
this.
I guess let's do Hama on this guy and see what happens. Okay. Yeah, this isn't going too well. Oh, okay, cool. I was like, do we not have a all enemy ice attack?
2 enemies down. Fantastic, Chie-chan.
Couldn't quite beat it.
Ah, so close.
2 enemies. Charge through them.
Someone else's turn.
Alright, I gotta use the ice attacks again now.
Beat it.
Oh, she is silenced, so it's gonna be up to you.
That was cool, Yosuke.
Couldn't quite beat it.
Chie-chan can't use her persona.
Okay. I thought I was gonna have to do an all-out attack, but that works. Yeah, I guess let's go ahead and do it. Okay, level 16 persona from Shuffle Time. Sounds pretty good. I guess let's get rid of this one since we already have a Temperance Arcana. Wait, I lost... Oh, man, that's actually a pretty decent amount.
Chie-chan, you're hurt.
Alright, let's get Chie healed up. Yeah, let's get Yosuke on it. Okay. I just need Chie to do Mabufu, and this fight will be pretty wrapped up.
Amazing, Sensei, keep it up.
Okay.
Persona is
I was like, if Chie gets silenced after saying that, I'm like, just need one move with her and we're good. I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. Alright, all out attack time. Alright, yeah, it's kind of what I was hoping for. Alright, I can't get it. No sweet bonus this time. Let's see, is there any duplicates? Emperor, Empress, no. Fool. Okay, I don't think so. So I guess we'll get rid of the lowest level one, Senri.
Have I gotten a little stronger?
I mean, I feel like I've been doing a lot of fights, but at least I feel like I've been leveling up a lot as well, so I guess it's a fair trade. Alright, I think that's about the best equipment we can get equipped. God. Alright. You know, if this wasn't a live stream, we just cut that out, ignore it, don't worry about it, but it is a live stream, so here we are.
Three enemies left.
Counting on you.
Let's find out what this beetle's weakness is.
It's not going down.
Alright, so it's not wind.
Yuki-chan, that
Wow,
was
that looked really devastating. It really didn't do anything though. I mean, I think a few enemies took like 16 damage, which is like very okay with me. Alright, she is silenced, so we're gonna have to use you to use Bufu. Okay, yeah. Save me some 4 SP. I'll take it.
a critical.
Let's go.
Alright, we're getting through this. We're making progress. Yeah, alright, we'll take it. There we go. Got another sweet bonus. Okay, I'm glad there's no pathways that I'm gonna have to backtrack to, like, that we've already come across. Although I may have jinxed myself. Yep. Alright, got the stairs at least.
I smell 3 enemies.
Yeah,
Don't
let's
get
go ahead and
careless.
just use Mazio, like, basically any attack to attack all of the enemies, because these guys are not ones to mess with.
Danger. Heal her.
Throw down. Persona.
If you let them get their attacks in, it can get pretty bad. Like
Yosuke's
that.
in danger. He needs help.
Okay, that one wasn't as bad.
Yuki's
Oh,
attack
no.
is lovely.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. Let's go ahead, attack all of them with fire.
Smooth, Yuki-chan. 2 enemies defeated.
Yeah, okay. Alright, we got the player advantage on that one.
2 enemy shadows. You get to go first. Hang tight.
Alright, that one went a lot smoother than I was expecting it to. I mean, fighting 3, I lost a teammate, and it took quite a while, and then fighting 2 was like, oh, just do rush attacks, no damage, done. Okay, what's this guy's weakness? Okay, we still don't know. I guess let's go ahead and do... I mean, I guess we'll do lightning on both of them.
2 enemies left.
Did we do wind? Yeah, we did.
Someone else's turn.
Yeah, we'll test fire on the beetle, see if that's it. Alright, it's not, but
Chan is the
we at least got an enemy down.
Can't defeat it.
Alright, hopefully it's ice.
Couldn't quite
Ooh.
beat it.
Good work, Sensei. That's 1 so far.
We'll figure it out some other time. Alright,
Congratulations,
damn.
Sensei.
Feel like it's been leveling up a lot. I'm kind of like, ooh, I hope we get to level 25 when we finish this dungeon. But at the same time, like, I don't really want to have to keep doing this dungeon for too much longer. Yeah, we're already, oh man, almost 2.5 hours into the stream. Alrighty, I'm gonna go get myself pumped up again to look for Kanji. Concentrate. Rawr. Here goes. Whoa, this feeling. I think I made a comeback. Kanji's not far from here. I'm positive he's really close by. Alright, I think Teddy was listening to me. He's like, alright, we'll wrap up the dungeon soon.
I smell 2 enemies.
Wow. Dang. Man, that was really good luck on this battle. I mean, I think we maybe could have done with just straight up basic attacks, but, you know, critical hits, I'll take it. Ooh, I do like... Oh, Ippon Datara? No, that's not the guy that we're supposed to do for that request, but... Actually... No... I think it was like Ika... something. But anyway, we're gonna take this guy. He's cool. And we don't have a Hermit Arcana, so let's go ahead and get rid of Sue Sith. Does anyone need healing? Nope, they're all good on health. SP's starting to run out, but can't really do anything like that. We need a stream like tonight's. Yeah, it's definitely been a while since we had a stream that was longer than like 25 minutes. But you know, I feel like we overcorrected a little bit, but that's how it goes. Alright. So now we just need Yukiko to do a fire attack on this last guy. And then I think we should be able to wrap this fight up.
It's down.
I'm just gonna take the XP. Like, there's so many things. Like, if you get a really good persona, that's good for now, but the next dungeon may not be anything that's, like, worthwhile and so on. But taking XP, level up you, make higher level personas, it's like, yeah, I'll take XP anytime. Yeah, Yukiko's SP is a little bit lower than I would like. And my biggest concern about that is that she's the healer. Ooh, and the fire dealer. We definitely need a lot of fire for this fight. Okay. Alright, I think it's still worth using Maragai when we get to Yukiko.
3 enemies. Let's get through this. 2 enemies down. Great going, Yuki-chan.
I couldn't do it.
Someone finish it off!
Hang in there. It got back up.
Alright, red wall, but his health is so low, I don't think that's really gonna make a difference anyway.
That was beautiful.
Okay, hopefully Yukiko doesn't die.
Go get him.
Okay.
Should we show him?
Oh yeah, we're gonna need a lot of healing after this battle. Alright, I'll take half money. Man, Titan's getting pretty OP.
Another level for me.
Tentarafu makes all foes panic. That's not great, but I guess it's better than enabling escape. Yeah, I'm not one to run. Wow, okay. I was like, make foes panic. That's whatever, it's not great. But just the fact that we replaced the ability to run away with intimidating all the foes, I'm like, alright, that sounds pretty cool. It's basically, I'm not locked in here with you, you're locked in here with me, as an ability. And then their persona's like, run away? I don't even know how. Yeah, Yosuke's like, let's go on. Let's keep going. I'm like, I gotta finish the floor though.
I smell 2 enemies. Beat them up.
Someone else's turn.
Ooh, Yosuke's not doing too well. Ooh, man. Hit him while he's down, why don't you? It's gonna take some SP, but I think it'll be worth it. Yeah, I'm kind of like stressing about the potential of having to use of Yukiko running out of SP. If I have so many items to restore SP, that's really not even a concern. Like, it's at the end of the game. If I use them now during the next boss fight, it's gonna be like, oh no, now I ended the game with 1 fewer SP recovery item than I could have. So it's really not something to stress about. I'm still just like, oh, using restorative items, that's not me. That's not the way I play. Yeah, oh wait, let's do 1, 2. There we go. Alright, nice. I thought I was gonna have to take half XP on this battle, which would be a bit disappointing. Is there another Empress? Okay, there's a not. So level 10, this one. Let's go ahead and replace them. Oh right, their weakness is fire. Okay, let's see. Do I have anything that can do fire? Because if so, it's probably going to be worth it. Okay, yeah, I have Eligor. Oh, nice! This guy actually has fire to all foes. He's coming in clutch already. Oh, and he has Mudo? Wow! Yeah, I'm really glad I have him. I mean, I didn't have anything that could target the dark weakness. So, yeah, this guy's... I'm like, this guy's sticking around for a while, but as soon as we get a good persona that we can fuse him with, it's like, alright, bye-bye. I mean, as long as we can keep the Mudo... Yeah, I guess as long as we got Mudo that we can fuse into the new persona, that guy... I mean, I'm not one to get attached, so... If he can give Mudo to a persona that he gets fused with, then it's like, yeah, we're gonna fuse him. Although that is one of my favorite character designs, or persona designs in the game. However, we gotta swap over to the highest level persona. You know, high strength. Gotta give as good as we can get. I mean, I do have a history of over-optimizing games that even if something looks cool, I'm like, oh, but the stats are slightly worse than this goofy hat, so I guess I gotta wear the goofy hat. And, you know, there's definitely a balance. I think maybe I'm too far to the optimizing the fun out of the game, but at the same time, I don't want to feel like I have to burden myself with these choices that I normally wouldn't make if that's just the way I play. So hopefully we can get Yukiko. Ah, dang it.
It got back up! Hurry and beat it!
Alright, let's get Yukiko to do fire on this guy that I don't think has done the fire shield yet. Alright, cool. And then let's try to take out this guy before he explodes. Is this guy gonna go into standby? Yep. So let's go ahead and try taking it out before it takes us out. Alright, and then I guess just rush attack the rest of it. Yeah, now that... Ooh. Alright, Yu has pretty good health, so I think he'll be alright. Alright, yeah, that works. I mean, I will say the stream is a lot longer than the usual ones, but I'm glad it was on a Friday. Like, I mentioned that earlier, but I'm still just like, boy, I'm glad. Yeah, I guess I'll take half XP. It doesn't feel good, but at least I'll get to level up Titan. So now let's see how much XP I actually lost. Oh wait, actually I have to swap this out. Yeah, let's go ahead and swap it out. We've already got a Priestess Arcana, or Persona. 220 XP. I guess that's not too bad. I felt like it was going to be a lot more than that, but it was just a fight that was pretty difficult, although it didn't really need to be. Yeah, Yosuke's running low on SP as well, but I don't really need him for a lot of stuff. Mostly just, I mean, healing is nice. I feel like it's going to be mostly focused on, like, doing the stat abilities, like lowering the enemy's defense and stuff like that. But I think it's something that we'll be able to manage without, I mean, based on how the run's been going so far. The dungeon hasn't been offering up too much of a challenge, so... Alright, that was a pretty good fight. I mean, it went well. I wouldn't call it much of a fight, but... Oh, perfect. Lose a dealt card and keep our money. Oh boy. No! Okay. Oh no. Come back here. Come back here, Lone Glove. Alright, there we go. Oh man, that's a lot of them.
A rare monster! Beat the stuffing out of it!
Alright. I don't normally like having to use so much mana, but on these guys, I think it'll be worth it.
It's not 3 enemies! Let's get through this!
Man, I kinda wanna try... I kinda wanna use Hama, because it's like a really big risk, a really big payoff, but let's go ahead, play it safe, just use elemental attacks targeting all of them, and hopefully, man, if we're lucky and we take out all of them, it's gonna be a pretty big payday, XP-wise anyway.
It's not going down.
Oh man, that was a lot of misses. Does she have something that deals... Oh, wow. Yeah, Rampage is really good. Alright. Ooh, that's not good.
Sensei, don't give up!
Counting on you. Persona! Someone else's turn.
It's over. I can't defeat it. Come on!
Yeah, I'm really hoping I don't do all these abilities targeting all of them. I just like do a little bit of damage to all of them, and they all just scatter before I get anything. But let's stick to our direction, commit to it, and see how it goes.
Counting on you. Persona! It's not going down.
Persona! I couldn't do it. Come on!
Okay, Chie, you can save us. You can bring it on home.
Finish it off!
Ooh. What?
Sensei?
No. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Let's see, does she have any abilities? He's the weakest. Let's go ahead. Actually, I don't want to play it risk... Well... Okay, I guess let's play it safe. Because with everyone panicked, it might go south real fast. No! Alright, that basically does nothing at this point, so it's not too bad.
Sensei, don't give up!
Let's see. Want to finish it? No, it was so close. Alright, let's see. Let's do Kill Rush. Ooh, that wasn't great.
Just one enemy left. Counting on you.
Alright, I'll gang up on this one guy. Hopefully we can get something out of this.
I couldn't do it.
Just one enemy left.
I mean, even though it's one enemy, it's still 1 to 3 times that it attacks.
Couldn't quite beat it.
No!
Great work.
What are you talking about, Teddy? Look at that! What are you talking about, Teddy? You think this is good work? I'm very concerned to see what a bad job looks like, according to Teddy now. Man, oh man. Alright. Lesson learned. When you fight 3 gloves at once, don't strategize trying to take out all 3 of them in the same fight. Really just gotta cross your fingers and hope you can get one. I can sense Kanji. He must be behind this door. Open the door? Let's go ahead and try it. Well, honestly, the first run against a boss is usually just learning, trying to know what their weakness is.
Oh, come now. Enough with this charade. Isn't it awful to deceive people? To deceive yourself? What's so bad about doing what I want to do? And that has nothing to do with it. I'm what you really want, aren't I? Hell no! Oh, how I hate girls. So arrogant and self-centered. They cry if you get angry, they gossip behind your back, they spread nasty lies. They look at me like some disgusting thing and say that I'm a weirdo, laughing at me all the while. You like to sew? What a queer! Painting is so not you. But you're a guy. You don't act like a guy. Why aren't you manly? What does it mean to be a guy? What does it mean to be manly? Girls are so scary. I ain't scared of them. Men are much better. They'd never say those awful, degrading things. Yes, I vastly prefer men. Hell with that. What makes you think you can say that shit with my face? Why, you're me. And I'm you. You do know that, don't you? No. Nuh-uh. No way! There's no way in hell that you're me!
Don't deny it, Kanji. You're just gonna make it worse.
No denying it.
I tried to warn him.
Kanji-kun!
Everyone, on guard!
Alright, let's figure out what this guy's weakness is. And he has 2 little minions with him.
I am a shadow. The true self. I'm just being true to myself. And that's why I'll get rid of anything in my way.
Are these Kanji-kun's true feelings?
This isn't really him. It's just his emotions going haywire.
This has nothing to do with you guys anymore. Didn't I just say I'm gonna get rid of you?
Alright, let's see. We got Shadow Kanji, Tough Guy, Nice Guy. Huh. They look the same, except Tough Guy only has a beard. Oh, wait. No, he does have a full beard. It's just the light makes it blend in on most of his mustache. But okay. So, you know, this, like I said, it's just testing it, seeing what their weaknesses are. So let's do Mazio. Test lightning on all of them. Alright, so it is not lightning. And then let's see, is it wind? Alright. We're learning what doesn't work so far. Oh, I guess we'll just do a basic attack. And then next time we can test the fire that hits all enemies. Okay, so that guy's weak to what? To ice at least. Ice to know.
Come with me!
Okay, I'm turning to Teddy, making really bad puns.
That's it.
Electricity won't work. Oh,
Alright,
what
so
a
we need to test
pain.
physical and fire. I mean, also light, holy and everything. And dark. Okay, yeah. I figured it'd be too easy if we could do that. So,
Careful.
fire,
You can't use
physical...
light.
Alright. Hopefully one of them is weak to fire. Okay, so it's the guy on the right.
Electricity won't work. Oh, what a pain.
Let's see how this goes. Wow, okay. That's pretty powerful.
Don't give up, Yosuke.
Closed.
Oh, okay. I was like, his weakness wasn't fire, but I didn't realize he was putting it on someone else. That makes sense, though.
Yosuke's all poisoned. It's strong. Don't use
So now let's do Hama on this guy. Alright, he blocks it too.
Damn it! Who do they think they are?
Careful. You can't.
I think Nice Guy actually has less health than Tough Guy. Which I guess based on their names would make sense. So now let's do Fire. Which guy was it? Was it the right or the
It's
left?
so strong.
Alright, so right guy is weak to fire. And I think the guy on the left is weak to ice. Oh, did I get mixed up?
This one's strong, and light won't work.
Oh, it's because of the red shield. I forgot about that. So let's check. This guy is weak to ice. Okay. So when I fight them, it's ice and fire.
Go, go.
Yeah, this fight actually isn't too bad. Like, I was really concerned about having low SP, and that's why, like, generally, Shin Megami Tensei games, as a general rule, the first fight, you just kind of try out everything, test their weaknesses, and then focus on the second attempt. But, you know, this one is definitely a testing run, but I feel like it might be winnable. I kind of feel like we'll end up having to use a lot more healing items than I'd like, so I'm just gonna let it run its course and then try again. But yeah, this actually isn't too bad.
This one's tough. Don't use
Okay, I tested him.
electricity.
Okay, yeah. So then let's go ahead and do Sonic Punch.
Counting on you.
Just start dealing some damage to Kanji. Oh, right.
Ice won't.
Did his resistance go back? I think it did. But I mean, I don't think there's any way to check it, so I guess let's go ahead and just test it. Alright, yeah. Let's do that again. Oh, dang it. The two people that got raged are the two people that we need to use their abilities. I mean, they actually have weaknesses they can target anyway.
It's so strong.
So I guess let's try Muto against this guy, just to make sure we check off all the boxes. Alright, that's what I thought. Then skill, let's do Sonic Punch. Well, I guess let's take out Nice Guy first. Alright, that didn't really matter.
Yuki-chan's in danger! Help! Someone! Are you okay, Sensei? Someone heal him!
Let's see. I just need some fire attack. I don't need to do fire to all of them. So Agai. Okay, yeah. I guess it's gonna be this guy. Let's do Agai against them.
Really pissed off.
And then Agai again. Okay,
Yosuke barely has any help.
that helps. And then, well, I guess not as much as you would think.
Electricity won't work. Oh, what a... Throw down. Sensei,
I mean, I guess, like, we're not gonna win this fight. You know, this is the practice run. But I guess if we're not gonna win it, let's go ahead and test Light and Ice, or Light and Holy. I mean, Holy and Dark, there we go, against the Kanji himself. Like I said, I'm, like, certain it's gonna be nothing, but might as well give it a shot. So, let's do Holy against him. Yep, block. And then... I mean, okay. Well, we can't do anything, so might as well do attacks against that guy. I mean, that's probably what I would have done anyway. Alright. Final... Wait. Am I gonna get another attack in? Alright, never mind. I was like, let's try Dark against Kanji and just have that get blocked, but then now we'll get 100% coverage. We can rest easy when we do the second fight and win it this time. But, you know, we'll win either way, so not too upset either way. Let's go ahead, retry. Man, if I hit return to title screen, I would have lost it. Like, all that grinding we just did, completely gone. Okay, before we open it, let's go ahead and use items to restore some SP. 10 SP, 50 SP. Let's see. Restores 10 SP. Where's SP? Skill cards. Some stuff, some keys, some books. Okay, we're getting pretty far into the weeds here. So let's go ahead and restore 50 SP to both... Where is it? Okay, this item to... Actually, I guess just Yukiko. We don't really need Yosuke to have any SP. Yeah, let's open the door. We're gonna fast forward through the cutscene as usual. There we go. Just, can't accept it. Freaks out. Alright. This time at least we can... we know what their weaknesses are, so we can take out Nice Guy and Tough Guy pretty quickly. So let's start off. Let's do Bufu. I think this guy was weak to fire. So we're gonna do Bufu to this guy. Alright, cool. No pun intended. Actually, I think I maybe instead of Galaxy Kick should have just canceled it and then done another, like, ice attack. But either way, we'll go ahead, do... Yeah, might as well use up his HP. Like I said, this fight, we're not going to worry too much about health. We got plenty to go around. Let's deal medium fire to that guy. I mean, might as well do it again.
It's over.
And then she's going to do ice to this guy. It seemed like the ice attack did less damage than it usually does. Or like than a basic attack would have done. Alright, they got the fire resistance up, so we're not gonna have to play around that for a bit. But this guy's still vulnerable, so we're gonna do ice. And then let's go ahead and just do like a physical attack. So kill rush, I guess? Yeah, let's go with that. So 74 damage when I do the ice attack, 81 with that, but I think I only did one attack, so I think that still might be better. Okay, I guess I don't know what it's talking about. I thought it was doing like 174 damage earlier. So fire damage isn't going to be really useful against anything. And no one really needs healing. Yeah, I guess we'll just do an attack against him. And yeah, I guess let's do ice again. Okay, this is gonna be bad. Oh wow, Yosuke dodged it. That's great. Their defense is strong. Yeah, I mean, they take a few hits. Boss fights, I don't feel like this is exceptionally high health or like low damage for them. You know, they don't have like really strong attacks, so I'm not too worried about it. We just kind of like kind of grind it out. You know, I feel like we're gonna win pretty like certainly. Just gotta go through with it. Actually, now that I think about it, when I was doing like 174 damage when I was doing attacks, it may have only been because they were enraged. I don't know if that boosts their physical attack in exchange for not being able to use any abilities, but you know, we should be good either way. Okay, I know we just did every ability against Kanji. I can't remember if he was like weak, or I know he wasn't weak to anything, but I don't know if he was like resistant to it. So let's go ahead and see what happens. 56, that's not great. Let's get Chie. Let's have her do I guess Rampage. Yeah. Like, we should have time to heal her up before she gets too close to dying. Wow, yeah, that was amazing. Alright, we're gonna have to focus on healing a little bit, but not too bad. Yeah, I guess let's focus on taking out the minions. Okay.
Chie-chan's really pissed off.
He doesn't have... Well, he has healing. Oh, Yukiko's enraged, so yeah, let's go ahead and heal before anything gets too bad. Just because if we rely on Yukiko, it's not a guarantee. Okay. Ooh, okay. Now we're definitely going to be spamming fire on that guy now. So let's switch over to... Well, I guess we might as well use... what's his name? He has Miragai.
Yuki-chan's health is too low! Fix it!
I mean, might as well do it again. And then... I guess let's heal Yukiko, because she's pretty low. She also can't really do anything right now other than do physical attacks, so... Yeah, probably for the best.
I've already made my decision to go through with this. Get out of my way, or I'll crush you! Ooh.
Alright, let's do fire attacks again.
Come on!
Alright, that's good. And... okay. Yeah, I guess he can heal himself.
Counting on you.
You know, Yukiko could heal everyone, but I kind of want her available to do fire.
John's really pissed off.
Oh, right, especially this one. Yeah, let's go and, like, finish off this guy. And then... I do want to, like, have her just spam Rampage, but first, let's go ahead and increase... I was thinking increase attack. Okay, yeah. Let's increase... well, I guess we'll have, you use Tarikaja on her. You probably has Tarikaja somewhere on, like, the 12 personas I have. So let's increase the critical rate, and then have you increase her attack, and then she'll spam Rampage, and hopefully that will be pretty powerful. Don't kill us. Okay. Man, that's really not as bad as I was expecting it to be. So let's see. I mean, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's trigger the fire weakness again. And then let's switch over. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll let Chie go for it. Okay, I don't know if that was worth it.
Yosuke's all poisoned.
Yeah, he... oh, dang it. Man, I don't have enough SP. I'm having flashbacks to the start of the fight when I was like, Yosuke doesn't need any health, or any SP, we'll be fine. Okay, let's do Sonic Punch. I guess against Kanji, since Yosuke, or Yukiko should be able to finish off
Yosuke's in danger.
the other guy.
He needs help.
Actually... yeah, let's go ahead and finish him off. I don't think I'm going to be able to heal after this one.
Yosuke barely has any health.
He has pretty high health. Let's go and do a Rampage. Alright. Ooh, bye-bye Yosuke. Oh, still in it. Ooh, this is tough.
Sensei, hurry and get rid of that.
Do I have an ability to heal everyone? Okay, we got one heal. Come on, is there any Medea? Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Use this guy.
Yosuke barely has any health.
And hopefully you doesn't die next turn. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Damn it! Who do they think they are?
So yeah, I definitely need him. Oh, right, he still doesn't have health or enough SP to heal.
Yosuke's in danger.
And then have her heal everyone. I feel like someone's gonna get knocked out. Hopefully not the whole party, but we'll see. I mean, yeah, I guess let's have her do an attack against Kanji. Alright, let's see what happens. Wow, okay. Man, that really was not as bad as I was expecting it to be. I feel like that's like the motto of this whole boss fight. So, let's have you... Is there a persona with the... oh, let's see, Titan. Yeah, I feel like Kill Rush is a pretty good move to use. Yeah, I guess let's go ahead and spend a turn using Rakunda, and then we can spam all the attacks on him. Yeah, let's do Sonic Punch. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, we'll keep Yukiko on healing duty, and then basically everyone else just doing attacks against them. But first, I'm going to go ahead and do... Well, I'll increase Yu's attack. And then he'll be spamming that one that does like 1 to 3 attacks. Okay. And then kill Rush. Let's see if this pays off. Okay. It wasn't great that it was only 1 hit instead of like 1 to 3, but that 1 hit was a lot.
Chie-chan's really pissed off.
Yeah, I think everyone's health is fine for spamming this for 1 turn. Wow.
You all thought I was weird. Deep down, you don't accept me at all. No matter what, I won't lose. Give me more.
Yosuke,
Ooh.
that was intense. Are you all right?
Okay. We definitely need some people focused on healing, but I think we can go ahead. Oh man, that was massive. That was like 400 damage. Oh, yeah, let's just spam it. Let's just finish him off. There we go. All right. Boss down. See, Kanji's like concerned about not being a masculine guy. I'm like, dude, calm down. It's 2023. I'm like, oh, this game is based in 2011, so yeah, you know, not as I can definitely understand the internal conflicts a lot more than it would today.
Damn it.
Kanji-kun,
Wait, Yukiko, something's wrong.
It's still coming at us. Kanji is still rejecting it.
Well, I can't blame him with this many witnesses.
Such a passionate approach.
What?
I think that you 3 would make wonderful boyfriends.
Stop it! You got it all wrong.
Enough. Stop! What the hell are you blabbering about? I don't care who. Won't someone, anyone please accept me?
We all do, Kanji. You're safe here.
Accept me for who I am!
Whoa, whoa! I really don't swing that way!
You're not helping, Yosuke.
Can't believe something like this is inside me.
Kanji, you're...
Yeah, I know. I've known all this time I had something like you. It ain't a matter of guys or chicks. I'm just scared shitless of being rejected. I'm a total pansy who tries to make everyone hate me.
Let's say you're not alone. I think that's what he needs the most right now. You know, especially when he's like, I'm afraid of being
Come on,
rejected,
get
but
up.
if he's not
Anyone who
alone,
looks like me, I know
he didn't
they
get
ain't
rejected.
so weak that they can't take a punch. I already know that you're me. You're me. And I'm you, damn it.
the strength of heart required to face oneself has been made manifest. Alright. Yeah, Kanji has a pretty cool persona. I was definitely looking forward to unlocking it. Kanji has faced his other self. He has obtained the facade used to overcome life's hardships, the persona Take Mikazuchi.
Shit.
Kanji-kun!
Let's get him out of here.
Kanji-kun, are you okay?
It's nothing. Whoa. I feel great. It's like my mind's all cleared up.
Let's say no need to act so tough.
Hey, about what just happened.
I'll say Let's say we'll tell you later.
Yeah, you better.
We'll explain everything later. You need to take a rest now.
We'll be waiting for you at school.
School? Sure, if I ever feel like going.
I'll take this guy home. If anyone asks, I'll just say I found him somewhere like this.
Really got his details down to the really specific. You were able to rescue Kanji. Now you must wait for him to recover. Would this take you one step closer to solving the case? I mean, probably. Just eating food like nothing happened. 3 of you are sitting down having dinner.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Remember that Kanji Tatsumi guy I told you about? You know, the one who went nuts on that news special. His family
may have
shop
heard of
called in to
him.
report him missing. But now he's been found. I thought I'd let you know since you go to the same high school.
We need to act surprised and really sell it. No, just be completely flabbergasted. Let's say... I feel like sure whatever is like overselling, like, oh, I don't care. I don't know who that is. I guess let's say I didn't know about that. Well, I guess I'm glad to hear that is a pretty appropriate response.
Yeah. One other thing. Some people have seen you around that textile shop lately, I hear. It's not the kind of shop students normally visit. Just what kind of business did you have there?
Textiles. I guess we'll say a friend took me there.
A friend? Oh, that Amagi girl. That's right. Her family's in, buys their stuff wholesale. Fine. Just don't get yourself in over your head, okay?
Are you fighting again?
Yes, I would definitely like to save the last, like, 3 hours of progress I made. Save complete. Is that it? Is that the end of the day? Alright, so... long stream. That's the end of the gameplay portion. We got through the entire dungeon. We saved Kanji. We're gonna have to wait for him to recover. You know, I hope you really enjoyed this stream, because it's 3 hours. And now it's going to be like another month of just going to school, doing like 2 activities, maybe hanging out with someone, and that's about it. So, it's going to be a bit easier for me moving forward, but it's going to be less content. We'll see what happens. I'll try to... I have some stuff in the works, mostly YouTube videos rather than like live streams, but I don't think you guys will be disappointed either way. But stay tuned. I'll be playing Persona 4 Golden each day. If you want something a little more substantial, I'll try to accommodate, see what I can do. But before we go, we're not going to be leaving without doing shuffle time. So let's see what today's card is. This day of very long grinding and defeating a lot of enemies and everything. Our card is that 9 of Wands? Yep, okay. So let's see what that means. 9 of Wands. Says, the figure leans upon his staff and has an expectant look, as if awaiting an enemy. Behind him are 8 other staves erect, in orderly disposition, like a palisade. Divinatory meanings. The card signifies strength and opposition. If attacked, he... Where'd it go? Oh. He will meet the onslaught boldly. With this main significance, there are all its possible adjuncts, including delay, suspension, adjournment. Reversed, which is how we have it. Obstacle is adversity, calamity. Ooh. You know, I felt like the first reading was pretty accurate. That's like, yeah, facing on enemies, being brave, bold, you know, facing the challenge straight on. I was like, yeah, we went through the whole dungeon, we fought all the enemies, we did pretty well. And it's just like, obstacles, calamity. I'm like, yeah, would have preferred the first one, but, you know, we can't choose our fate. Well, I guess not the card that... We can't control the hand that fate deals us. We can only play the hand that we're given. You know, it took me a moment. I think I did pretty decently at the end there, though. Got the message across. And I forgot to update the card counter, the, like, behind-the-scenes stuff. So I'm going to have to update it manually. But, either way, this is another card down. I feel like we should get a card that's like 10 cards, like as thick as 10 cards to just show how much we went through in this day, with it being a 9 hour or a 3 hour stream compared to usually like a 10-minute stream. But either way, we're here, we did it, we saved Kanji, we did it in one day. 3 hours is the more substantial like time measurement for me, but either way, we did it. Thank you, Moy, GG. We got it. So, it's going to be quite a while before you get to another dungeon like that, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you stick with me. I'll be here every day, and I hope to see you guys with me. See you tomorrow.